First journal.
Alright, Harper's Journal. We decided to poke around on the first level of the Undermountain some more. And we encountered a group of, um, let's refer to them as
Dead things.
misguided thespians.
Dead things. Dead things, Mikey.
Well, yes, they are now dead, but at the time they were simply playing at being dead. And it turns out they thought they were scarier than they actually were.
It was so bad. I can't believe people were dressed up as vampires, jumped out and went, ah! Oh my god, that was so bad. Oh my god, that was so funny. I enjoyed the hell out of that.
Yeah. So we're currently just exploring the northwestern part of this level. End of log.
All right. Just a second, I have to figure out where the fuck I put my book. I just had it here while I was pacing around the room.
Right?
All right, yeah. So, you guys left off inside of what basically looks like a changing room. You have a dead thespian and a dead flesh golem lying on the ground in front of you, and I think Lilith's undead are now inside of Scooby-Doo costumes.
That they are.
So what are you all doing?
How did we know they were thespian? Did we ever find the wife?
Do I
they're
know
all
where
dead.
Thespia is?
They're all dead. Doesn't matter.
Have we looted this place yet?
Would my character know if it's typical to have a control gem inside of a golem?
That's not how that works.
Yeah, what is this, Dragon Age?
Yeah.
Also, you guys just looted the room at the end of last session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really remember what happened last session because my internet died at some point.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm trying to think where we're at. I'm assuming we're at the northwest, very west.
Yeah, if you guys look at that map, you see that big square room with a like a dais on the south end of it?
Yes.
Days? Do you mean stairs?
Yes, the stairs lead up to a dais. That at the back walls where the throne is. You guys are down the hall to the west of that in that 4x4 room.
Ah, okay.
Everywhere that there is either an angled corridor or a rounded corridor are all places that you have not explored.
Well, we could keep going north, through the doors.
There seems to, yeah, I was about to say two of those things. Yeah, I think we should do that. Is everyone okay? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan to me, peoples.
Which door looks least important?
Well, obviously the one not in the center is the least important door. Center door is always more important.
Yeah. That one will probably take the least amount of time exploring. Why don't we go there first?
Okay. I open the door and walk in.
All right. You open the door and walk in. You see a roughly 20 by 30 room with 2 glowing oil lanterns hanging from chains above a table. On the table, you see a couple of packs, rations, that kind of thing. And sitting around the table, you see a group of 6 vampire-looking thespians, all looking at you.
Look flatly at all of them. And I
I'm
bring up my
sorry.
Scooby crew.
You're not
So-
the bandits we killed earlier, are you?
Ah! I want to
So-
kick your ass!
So sorry.
What?
You poor, pitiful bastards.
Have they actually stood up to do anything hostile yet? These people might actually be smart.
No, they're staring surprised at you guys.
Oh, it's a prize round. I'm gonna level my crossbow at them. Don't move.
Roll an ish. Oh, you're trying to you're speaking with them?
Yeah, I'm trying to intimidate.
All right.
You say that there's a hold-up sign.
Surrender and
Hold
walk.
up, Jay.
Have we interacted with these thespians at all so far?
Oh yes, plenty of times. They're all trying to role play as vampires.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know why?
No reason why. Maybe they were actors before.
Because they're weirdly
Intimidate
spaced
still.
communists.
You guys have not actually talked to them at all. It's literally just been slaughter.
How are they dressed?
That is my in 26. That's my intimidation skill.
You've seen like the original like black and white Dracula, right, Pete? They look like that.
All right.
Okay, honestly, that's probably giving their costumes a little too much credit. They look like the Party City version of that Dracula costume. yes, like that.
I haven't seen that movie yet. I mean to.
Which film is that?
That's somebody help me out here.
Dead and loving it, ain't it? Or
There we go.
yeah, that's what it is.
It's what?
Dead.
Loving.
And loving it.
Okay.
Actually, after we've beaten so many of them, this is probably what they look like to us.
Yeah. I mean, I did just kind of like walk in there and start mocking them.
Hell yeah, I'll mock them.
Don't even
Who
try it.
the heck is Ham? Did you swap out characters?
Nope. I just put his last name instead of his first name. See,
Oh,
I had this whole thing that when I put him into Under's campaign, his name was going to be Solo, and he was going to be a revenant. But I started him early in your game, so I used his real name, which was Wong Fei Han. So Han Solo. I tried to make a pun.
You should have named him Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. That's funny.
All right. Well, it's your turn. You see 6 of these vampires sitting around a table.
I'm gonna tell them to freeze. I'm gonna summon my crossbow and just say, "Don't move."
Okay, roll intimidation.
Intimidate them, yeah.
We're attempting to out-theatrics them by making a crossbow appear from nowhere. Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, but they're just playing it being dangerous. We actually are dangerous.
Yeah. 5 spooky, 3 me.
Yeah, you can see all 6 of these thespians paling through their already pale makeup.
How the hell do you have a plus 13 to intimidation?
I have a plus 10, and I get to add my proficiency bonus.
How do you have a plus 10?
I have expertise in
Oh, yeah, okay.
intimidation
That's weird.
because I have menacing feet.
Oh, okay, and the feet on top of that.
He's a scary, scary dude.
All right, yeah. They seem pretty intimidated. Anything else?
I'm just one to scare him.
Atus?
Does it look like they're going to surrender?
Make an insight check.
See?
Yeah, body language, it looks like, they're about to surrender.
Okay. Then I will just, so I'm in front. I'll just hold an action to shock and grasp anybody that tries to rush me in case it's a case of perfidy.
All right.
But that's it. That's it for me.
All right. Are any of you guys going to be taking violent action against them?
I'm gonna say to them that if they surrender, nobody will get hurt.
That's
violent actions. I mean, ain't nobody gonna go neener.
I'm just gonna go in and loot them.
You can start looting them.
Not yet.
Yeah, unless you guys are going to do something violent against them, we are now out of initiative.
Nice.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go loot them. And the room.
Should we feel bad that we're robbing the robbers?
No.
Mister,
No.
what class were you again?
He's a mutt. He's a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Zalira, you said you're trying to loot them?
Yes.
It's gonna start. What?
Like, are you starting with the table, or are you doing the pat down and taking all their stuff off their person?
I'm going front to back, people and table. And sides of the room.
Yeah, what kind
might
of campy
by
vampire
accident
decor
to
they
attack
got in here?
anyone that resists Christ.
Yeah, these guys just start handing over their weapons.
Oh,
You're
do any of
smarter
them
than
have
you
short
look.
bows?
If these other ones were as reasonable as this, they wouldn't be paced in the hallway.
Do they have any kind of cool-looking vampire decor on the walls?
And I said that out loud, by the way. That was in character.
All right. No, there's no cool looking vampire decor. This looks like a makeshift like kitchen.
Right.
Do any of the banditos have short bows? Because I would like
No.
those.
Give me just a second. Yeah. So as you guys start looting these guys' stuff, you guys get 6 scimitars and 3 light crossbows, 16 crossbow bolts, and 7 copper pieces.
I'd like 2 of those light crossbows in the bolts.
I don't suppose they have
If
any
no one
makeup.
else needs them.
Why do you need 2 crossbows?
For 2 skeletons that are armed with daggers.
They don't seem very useful.
Yeah, not until you give them crossbows.
Yeah, so
I give them crossbows.
and pipe up. Who the fuck are you guys?
I'm gonna punch him.
No, don't do that.
No, don't punch him. Don't punch him. Don't punch
All
him.
right, roll to hit.
Can I stop him?
How are you attempting to stop him?
I would like to. Isn't there a thing you can do to impose disadvantage on an attack roll?
There is
It's
a
like-
fighting
Without
style
fighting
to do that.
styles.
Oh, that's a fighting style.
Yeah,
Right.
A pretty garbage one, but it's a fighting style.
Or, well, I guess mechanically I can't do anything, but
okay, yeah, you clock him in the face. What's your strength mod?
+3.
Okay, you break his nose. He starts clutching his blood comes pouring through his hands. The other thespians kind of pull him away from you.
Any other questions?
They all start shaking their heads in unison.
I'll go back to looting.
Zillier, that was unnecessary.
yeah, that was a
I
little
beg to differ.
uncalled for.
That was very efficient.
They had already surrendered.
And
They were not a threat to you. There's no reason to harm them.
agree to disagree.
I mean, their buddies acted all big and bad. We could punish them for the buddies' idiocy.
Their buddies are dead. I think we've punished enough in that case.
So can we torture these?
What the fuck is
What?
it with you guys?
Yeah, these are just actors. What the hell are we beating them up?
They may know something about the area. I'm gonna look at one of them. Do you know anything about the area?
Could you repeat that?
Do you know anything about the area? What this floor is about, and how, any floors below it?
No. We're just thespians.
I think he's lying. I think we should torture him to find out.
There's no need to torture them.
Why don't we
Please
ask
don't.
him an easy question? Why did you guys turn to banditry? It looks like you guys are like a crew of like theater actors or something.
Really bad bandits.
What
really
happened?
Well, our leader, Olaf, was a bandit, and he came across some excess theater gear, so we thought we could disguise ourselves as vampires. It'll be easy money, but apparently not.
No. I would recommend you get out of the bandit profession as soon as possible. It tends to lead for very short living.
I mean, we could always treat you like your buddies and treat you like bandits. You'll wind up like your buddies out in the hall. I think I still got a piece of one of them somewhere on me.
Yeah, works for us. We'll just go.
One more question. Why vampires?
Christ, I was lucky there wasn't a fucking paladin in our group.
I mean, for real. I mean, if there was a paladin, he would have just destroyed you on principle.
Look, it was a better idea when we came up with it. We had the excess costumes. Man, I don't know. Wasn't my idea.
I'm sure
not a
it
bad one.
was a better idea at the time.
Hey, where do you keep these excess costumes?
Oh,
By the look at the four guys you got over there, you found a room, a dressing room.
Wait, did we find the dressing room?
that's what my skeletons are dressed as.
Oh yeah, that's right. We put all
Were
the
there
costumes.
any other vampire outfits left over?
Yeah, there were 2 vampire costumes.
All right, I was not there, but can I have taken one?
Sure, you have a really shitty vampire costume.
I'll
Now
take it.
can't count mackerel.
Like I said, we're talking like a party city, very obviously a costume.
Okay,
Oh, it'll be fine.
that sounds good. I'm gonna put it on over my armor.
Yeah, just gotta grow my hair out into an afro and wear like fishnets and high heels and shit underneath it.
My God,
What?
I feel like
No.
this is a JoJo reference somewhere.
No, it's Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Are there any other rooms leading out of here in this room? DM.
Yeah, just a second. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I'm switching over to voice activated because push to talk requires me to use my left hand, which is also the hand I hold the book in. Okay.
I'll put the book
Yes.
in my right hand.
That's the hand I use for typing and controlling my mouse. Yeah. So, yes, there is a door on the north side of the room.
Where's that door go?
Goes to a room full of pillars.
Okay. What's
There's
beyond
a-
that? Look around.
But beyond it, well, there's a room full of skulls, and
Oh, Lilith, you get a kick out of that.
we got a really long hallway.
One more question. This is the last of y'all, or are there any more scattered elsewhere? How many is there total of y'all? We can do a head. We can do a body part. Well, some of them were in parts, but I'm sure we can find enough to figure out how many there was.
I mean, if you guys are here, I think you've already met the rest of the troop.
Yeah, about that.
Another question: why are your people just so into character that they actually thought they were vampires when we came at them? Because they did a whole lot of yelling and not a lot of action and died very quickly. Why didn't they just surrender?
I don't know, but I mean, you've seen our equipment. We don't exactly have a lot of, quality weapons. We were just kind of hoping to, scare people into giving us money. We're a bunch of vampires. Give us your gold.
You're in the definite wrong place for that.
Also, vampires would definitely want blood rather than gold.
Yeah. Vampires don't usually leave, just strip people of money and let them go,
You're also like 5 minutes from the entrance to the yawning portal. You know, that inn full of adventurers whose idea of a good time on a Friday night is to gear up and go kill the nest of vampires in the basement.
Okay, so clearly it wasn't a good idea, but we made 12 copper out of it.
Oh, Christ, you poor things.
So y'all just head back up to the inn and chill out, just get them on up out of here before another set of happy adventurers comes along and decides to make you its catch of the day.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hey, it beats getting eaten down here, right?
Yep. They're just gonna kind of start like in a row sliding across the wall to get past you guys.
As they leave, I'm gonna wander out loud. I wonder if there are any real vampires down here.
Probably.
Oh, as they leave the room, I'll be like, "Oh, hold on, wait a second." I'll rush in, and I'd like to healer's kit. The nosebleed inflicted on that poor bastard that asked the question.
After you're done doing that, I'm gonna fix his makeup.
You stay safe, fellas.
Thanks. We'll just bye. Kind of just ducks out of the room.
And with that, I'll go back in the room.
Wow, what a bunch of idiots.
Yep. They're definitely not career bandits. I feel like they fell on hard times and just resorted to that. This will hopefully sort them out of that.
You do remember that they said their leader was a bandit before he got into the costume.
Yeah, well, bandits will follow the career criminal. That's how these things typically go. None of them are hardened criminals. There's no way.
Hardened criminals, maybe not, but they're idiots and they're dumb enough to have been at it for a while.
Yep. 11 coppers worth of long enough. Christ.
12. Don't sell them short.
Is it 12?
They said 12, yes.
I
Uh,
assume we
just-
looted this room already.
Just out of curiosity, going through all the stuff I grabbed, I'm gonna pop detect magic and see if they were dumb enough to sit on anything magic and not even realize.
They were sitting at a table. Were they eating anything?
Yeah, just a second. So, as for detect magic, no. You detect nothing out of the ordinary. As for what they were eating, you can find a set of 6 rations open on the table, along with okay, 3 disguise kits and 3 backpacks.
Ooh, I'll take the disguise kits and the rations.
All right. Yes, and the backpacks themselves are each stuffed with 11 days of ration.
Dibs.
So 33 additional unopened rations.
I'm taking the backpacks.
I'm taking the rations out of one of those backpacks. You can have the other 2.
All right. So you divvy up that stuff as you will.
Hey, which weight system are we using?
Pounds, I believe.
No, I mean, are we using carrying capacity or encumbrance?
I believe that's a variant rule. That's up to your choice.
Hmm.
No one
Typically
fucking uses
people,
encumbrance.
Why the fuck
Yeah.
would you using company?
Yeah.
if you have selected encumbrance, the DM will look the other way as you change that.
So, pillar room?
Yes, we go to the rum room.
All right. You guys open up the door. And here you see 6 pillars, pockmarketed with tiny indentations, stretch the length of this hall, right down the center of it. An alcove in the northwest corner of the room you can see contains a rusty pile of plate mail. There is additionally a hallway that goes north, a hallway that goes south on the west side of the room, and a extremely long hallway to your east. In fact, it even extends beyond Zalira's dark vision.
The plate mail. Is it something that can be restored to a functioning condition, or is it pretty much shot?
To call it rusty plate mail is perhaps a bit of a misnomer. It is more rust in the shape of plate mail.
Alright, so if I poke it with a dagger, it might not stop the dagger.
More or less.
Is there anything under it?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation is a number. There it is.
Just rust.
Alright.
I'd like to head down west. Have one of my goons with a short sword, the other one with a light crossbow. Yeah, changing out gear there. And I go to the west.
All right. So Mono Tiki Tia, Captain Cutler, the Creeper, and the Phantom Shadow all start walking west.
I will reiterate this many times I need to. I did not wear that appropriating outfit. Disgusting.
Wait, what outfit?
Oh,
He's
I
dressed
shall
as the
not repeat
Tiki
it.
villain from Scooby-Doo.
Ah.
That is what the DM wants me to be dressed as, but I am not dressed as that.
Oh, I know you didn't actually use the costume.
I dress like this.
It looks a little too much like the original concept.
I got a masquerade mask on top of that. That's as close as I get. And that mask looks something like this image. So east.
All right, yes. You go east. Wait, east or west? What?
The west.
Okay, you go west.
East? I thought you said west.
Yeah, so you can see from here that the tunnel passageway stretches 40 feet south and then turns east out of sight.
It's more than 60 feet.
Also, is it just you and your henchman?
I don't know.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, I'm going with.
Also follow.
Might as well fall further down.
Yeah, where on the map are we?
You are currently off the map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Short sword bone man is 10 feet in front of the other bone men, and then there's me.
God damn, with all these people. Guys need to start giving me like a formation order. Not even marching at this point. Formation. Alright, yeah. So your goons start walking down, you guys all start walking down, you reach the turn, goes 20 feet and then turns south again. Do you turn the turn?
Yeah,
I
let's turn the
do
turn.
the thing.
All right. You can see that the tunnel continues 50 feet south before turning east, and you can see just around the corner on the southern wall is a door.
I check it for traps.
All right. Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna guess it's safe.
You guess correctly. You detect no traps.
They just open the door.
Damn, we
All
gotta kill
right.
those people. We won't get no experience now.
So as you open the door, skulls tumble into the hallway, filling up the entire section that you are in.
Okay.
Do
This-
try and
this-
control
this
yourself,
room.
Lilith.
Very funny, Adis. I poke around the bones to see if anything was left behind other than, bone.
I mean, you're currently kind of you're like half submerged in skull.
Oh.
Like
Oh
the 10 feet
my.
outside of the room are now littered in skulls. Like we are talking, this was filled to the ceiling, and you open the door, letting it all out.
Do we have a spear?
Christ.
Why do you need a spear?
Reasons.
Well, I'm going to wade my way out of these spooky, scary skeletons, which I assume are inanimate, and make my way further wherever we were going initially.
Well, okay, so do you want to make your way out west or farther into this tunnel going east?
Let's go farther.
Okay.
You would think that they would leave all these bodies by the janitor down south.
All right, yeah. So you walk the 20 feet, you see the tunnel, goes 40 feet, you walk down that, and it goes 10 feet east before ending in a dead end.
Well, I send spooky, scary short sword to the dead end. If nothing immediately happens, I follow suit.
Yeah, nothing happens to him as he reaches the dead end.
Okay, what's that dead end? I go there.
Okay, you walk forward 5 feet. You are currently in the dead end.
There's nothing here. It's just a dead end, literally.
You are standing at the end of a hallway.
There's no doors, hatches, rooms, anything of the sort. Could I check to see if there's any indication that a fight might have broke out here? Because I am kind of curious about all the bodies.
Sure. Make an investigation check. Yeah, you don't see any signs of a fight, but you do see that the ground is scraped here.
Where?
Along the floor, kind of stretching out from the north wall towards the east wall.
Well, then I start checking those walls for maybe a secret compartment.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Yeah, as you follow these scraping marks and kind of between the two walls, yes, you believe that there is a secret door on the north wall, or a concealed door, I should say, on the north wall.
Pop a familiar on the other side.
What kind of familiar?
It'll be an owl.
Do owls have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good dark vision. 120.
Yeah. Yeah, you pop it inside of the room. The owl can see a helmet with a protective visor lying on the floor covered in cobwebs. And against the back wall, at the top of a marble razor, stands a slender throne made of copper and slender throne made covered in cobwebs.
I go to the place. I have one of the bones hold the door open. And I yoink the things.
Okay, yeah, you push the door open. Yeah, you can see that there is a copper helmet as described, sitting on the ground in front of a copper throne.
I'll take the helmet.
Okay.
And it's just the helmet and the throne? I could have sworn I heard you say scepter.
No. I said a razier.
What's a razier?
Like a dais. It's like a dais. Raised platform.
Well, does this copper thing look familiar to me? In history or writing or anything of the sort?
No, it looks like a copper helmet and a copper throne.
Well, this one doesn't have snakes. Does this copper helmet feel magical?
No. If it was magical, I would have alerted Zalair to it.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and wear the helmet. I'll adjust the mask and my getup as necessary, and I'll say anything happen then.
Could you repeat what you're doing? I didn't hear you clearly.
I'm just wearing the helmet.
Okay, you place on the helmet.
And
Nothing.
It's a bit lighter than a steel helmet.
Okay. Was it already on the razier?
No, on the floor in front of all this.
I'll put on the razier then. Anything change?
You're taking the helmet off and putting it on the razor?
Correct.
Okay, you put it on the razor in front of the throne. Nothing happened.
I'll put it on.
Okay.
I'll look around to see if I missed anything. Maybe there's a secret compartment in the throne room. No, throne specifically, excuse me.
Okay, so you've put the helmet on and you're now investigating the throne?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I'll go ahead and feel around, see if there's anything underneath, and then I will ultimately sit on the throne, because naturally, that's what I did last time, and I'll fucking do it again. I'll do it. And then I was impaled.
All right, yeah, you don't find anything unusual about the throne as you check it out, and then you sit your butt on it. And a couple tiny pieces of mortar fall from the ceiling and onto your head, and you hear the sound of gears moving. As a rod descends from the ceiling.
From low
And-
orbit.
Yoink.
and pops open.
The rod pops open?
No, like this is a rod coming out of the ceiling,
Oh, okay.
like a beam, or I suppose beam would be a better word.
So what's popping open?
Yes.
Some compartment, I guess.
Stop interrupting. The bottom of the rod from the ceiling pops open, and out from it falls a what appear to be a wand.
Does it feel magical? I touch it. I hold it.
It does feel magical.
Almost convenient. Well, I guess I'll keep this. What was it? A bronze helmet?
A rusted, well, not rusted. It's a oxidized copper helmet, so it's all green.
Okay, copper. Yeah, I'll take that and the rod. I don't think there's anything else valuable here, is
The
there?
wand. The rod is physically part of the ceiling.
Wand.
All right, you pick up the magic wand. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Watching, I guess.
What kind of magic is the rod wand? Damn it, Lilith.
The wand that came out of the rod or the rod itself?
The wand that came out of the rod.
The wand is magic.
Is there a
Does
school?
detect magic not have a school?
There's not a specific school.
Well, I don't think there's anything else here, guys. Actually, there were scrapes on the other side too, right? It was like both the north and the east. Did the east give anything during my investigation check?
No, it looks like that it was sweeping east because the door can open both in and out.
Ah,
So the scraping was its hinge moving it towards the.
very good. All right then. Well, we should backtrack back to the place where the pillars were, I think. I say to the party that is all in the way.
Yeah.
So back to the pillar room we go. And there was a way east, right? Oh wait, there was also a way north too, right?
Yes, and away south.
You guys went down the south.
Shh.
All right, I'm back.
No one wants to lead the way. I'll go north.
Oh, we need to
Okay.
lead. I'll lead. I don't care.
The wizard, the
Lilith don't wanna see
squishy, the squishy wizard goes north with
I
the
am-
bone zone.
I am
All
not
right,
a wizard.
all right.
Lilith
You
is
guys
the one
make
with the
it. You guys
expendable
make it
undead.
back to the room with the columns and the rusted plate mail. You can see that there is again the door that you came into this room from, the passageway to a room in the north, and the extremely long tunnel that extends beyond Zillira's night vision or dark vision.
I
Sorry, I was
go
yawning.
to the north.
All right, you walk north. You can see
Oh.
inside of this room is a maggot-ridden corpse of a dead humanoid lying face down on the floor next to a discarded scimitar a light crossbow, and a pouch of money.
Well, take the weapons. Does anyone need them?
Do I
Then I
recognize
take
this
the
fellow?
weapons.
I'll take the money.
Yeah, you can actually see bits of makeup on this guy's face. He looks like one of the thespians. Because his
Oh.
armor is punched full of holes.
Did they stab him? How did he die?
Make a medicine check.
Christ. Oh, remember me being the healer? This is going to be hilarious, guys.
Ah, I see. The Dr. Nick School of Medicine.
Yep. These look a little big to be like daggers.
Can I roll a medicine check?
Sure.
Weed man was 5 times. Oh,
I rolled a 1 and still got higher than you.
you rolled in that one and somehow still were better than.
These holes are far too accurate for pretend vampires.
I'm way too high right now.
Actually, that Pete is kind of onto something there. These punctures in the armor are paired.
Oh, so like a vampire.
Yeah, kind of.
But a vampire's teeth would be about the same size, if not smaller, than a dagger's.
Must be some
Entry
really
These,
tough
these are
vampires.
bigger. These
Have
are
you-
bigger than daggers.
That
Have you
had to have been a
ever-
large beast.
Have you ever
We're
seen a
talking like
vampire,
4 inches
Lilith?
in diameter.
Yeah, at least a large beast.
Have you seen a vampire, Lilith?
They don't have 4-inch teeth, Zilera. I know that much.
Hey, ask the Harper. They kill these things for a living.
So you're speaking from experience?
Common sense tells me that.
I mean,
You're
the
okay.
necromancer would know about undead stuff.
You are a wizard, you don't play by the conventional rules, and you're telling me that just because something doesn't normally appear that big, it can't be that big.
I'm not humoring this conversation. Anything else in this body?
Nope.
How much was in the sack?
I'd be surprised if his friends left anything.
Sack?
Yeah, the money.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my apologies. 6 copper.
Oh, wow.
All in a day's work.
This guy was doing real well for himself, considering that between like a whole bunch of them, they only managed 12.
Anything else in this room, or is it a dead end?
Dead end.
Could I investigate for any scratch marks, maybe to see if he came from somewhere? Or is maybe trying to get away to somewhere?
Sure, make a survival check.
From investigation to survival. That's a night and day difference for Nightshade.
Nope, he just dead.
Yeet.
Do we know like where the beast went after he killed him? Like any tracks?
You know, I didn't pay attention to all those bones that covered the hallway, but it wouldn't surprise me if some animal bones were there too.
They were all humanoid.
Ah. Well, it's a very tidy beast, whatever it is.
But he did the equivalent of shoving everything in the closet.
I guess. Could I clear this body of rotted flesh with prestidigitation? The site's
That would take a while.
it covers a 5-foot area.
It would take a while.
Like you
Is this
one layer, and then another layer, and then another layer, and then you just keep clearing up layers.
I see what you mean now.
Rotting bodies are like ogres and onions. They have lots of layers.
Yeah, prestidigitation is not disintegrate. You cannot just clean things off instantaneously. Not things like this.
All right, I could buy that.
So do we head back since this was the dead end?
Yeah, there's nothing else for us here.
All right. So where do you guys go now?
I think the only place we haven't gone is east.
All right. So you guys are turning your attention east. So for the starting about 30 feet away from the room you guys are currently in, and extending to the end of Zalira's dark vision at 120 feet, you can see a series of light-sized granite statues of human warriors facing inward, standing atop of 2 rows of pedestals that run down the length of this hall.
No, I don't think so.
The ceiling of this long hall is 20 feet high, arched, and lightly obscured by thick webs.
Do you detect any magic in here?
Do
Somebody who has detect magic?
I? DM, any magic?
Nope. None that you detect outside of the regular ambient magic.
All right. Then I start walking down the hallway. 5.
I'll follow.
All right.
I'm with our
All right.
All right, Atus, you start walking along. After you get about 40 feet between 2 of the statues, I need you to make a dex save as you kind of trip across a piece of webbing.
Tripwire!
It must have
Alright.
been spiders that left that corpse.
Yeah, so
Now I'm thinking about it.
you fall over onto your face, and the rest of you can see that as he kind of falls and takes a bit of webbing with him, you can see a giant spider swing down and kind of hang there in the middle of the hallway, its legs curled up and inward, and with crossbow bolts sticking out all over its body.
Curled up and inward, like into itself?
Yes, like, you know how spiders look when they're dead as shit and their legs curl up?
Yeah.
Like that.
You okay, Adis?
I'm good.
Did it look like the body was wrapped? Like as if another spider was leaving it for a snack later?
No. No, you can very clearly see the crossbow bolts sticking out of its carapace.
It's in the middle of the air, right? It's not on the ground?
Yeah, it's still stuck on some webbing.
Can we tell how long it's been dead?
Make a survival check.
Wanted to make up for that nat one.
Looks something like about a fortnight, almost 24 days.
Well, guys,
No,
whatever killed
24
this.
days. That's not a fortnight. It's 14 days. What the fuck am I talking about?
That's almost 2 fortnights.
Yeah, about 14 days. Maybe 15.
Well, looks like whatever killed this thing's probably long gone.
I believe that's called a baker's fortnight.
Fancy ass terms and shit.
All right. Well, I
We
guess
just-
we'll continue then.
All right.
Look out for more wires.
Yeah.
As you guys continue to advance down the hallway, you guys get to the end of Zlair's original dark vision, and you can see, as you guys walk between two different pairs of these statues, that there is a passageway to the south.
I turn right.
All right. You begin walking south out of this hallway full of pillars. What's your dark vision?
60.
Okay. Yeah, you can see at the end of this hallway is a door set into the western wall.
All right. I go to the door and wait for the party to catch up.
I move up with you.
If I can get within 10 feet of the door, I'd like to pop a familiar.
I'll follow.
Sure, go ahead.
All
Very good.
right. You walk up to it and pop a familiar behind it. Just a second.
Oh shit.
Okay, yeah. You pop the owl on the other side. And inside of this 10 by 10 room, the owl spots a ghostly looking humanoid eye, about a foot in diameter, surrounded by floating motes of light, just hovering in the middle of the air. It turns and stares directly at the.
Poof. The owl. Wait a second. I'm sure the thing could have immediately oofed the owl if it wanted to. Does this seem to match the appearance of a spell of some kind? Or maybe a monster?
Make an Arcana check.
It's a magic floating ghost potato.
It might be a kind of scrying sensor.
Aren't those usually invisible?
Yes, those are normally invisible.
Can we
This
see
is
it, or
under
can
a
only he see it?
mountain.
Well,
Well,
no, his
the door is
familiar's in
still
there. We haven't opened the
closed.
door yet.
Oh, right.
Does it react on the appearance of the familiar other than just looking?
It continues to stare at the familiar.
I dismiss a familiar and describe what I saw.
I open the door.
All right, you open the door. The eye is staring right at you.
Should we attack it or ignore it?
Does it speak?
Hello? Can you hear me?
No response.
I poke it with my finger.
Your finger just kind of phases through it.
Can I identify a school of magic on it? Actually, is it magic?
Yes, it is magic. Divination. Yeah, Atos, as you poke it, the eye begins to move, kind of like floating along the length of your arm, like it's checking you out, kind of going up, down, that kind of thing. And then it begins to move on to other members of the party.
Yeah, make sure everything's securely on. My costume, get up, and such.
Give
Wait, so can we see
everybody-
this thing?
Yeah, you guys can all see this thing.
I'll pose for it.
I offer a pipe to it.
It ignores you and continues to move among the party members, looking you all up and down.
I'm gonna step away from it, and if it follows, I'm gonna cast a spell magic at it.
As you step away, it turns to look at you and then kind of goes back to looking at everybody else.
Who does this seem to be watching the most?
How much feet away did Zalaira have to go for that to happen?
Basically, the moment she started walking away from the party, the eye kind of snapped to her and then snapped back to the rest of you.
Guys, let's all start walking in different directions and see who it looks at.
Sounds like a
You
plan
guys
to
are
me.
in the
All right,
hallway.
I call the part of the hallway that goes back to the corridor. All right, can I check out this room? Is there any evidence of secret doors, chests, anything in there, secret compartments that this might have been triggered or assigned to?
Um. To-do. Yes. Make an investigation check. It would appear to just be a empty square room. Nothing particular stands out here.
Okay. Oh well, it's interesting, but doesn't appear to have any way to communicate with us. I start heading back for the pillared hallway, or
Yeah.
statuary hallway, whatever it is.
I follow. Is it following us?
It does not, but as you guys, Atos, as you leave the hallway here back into the room full of pillars.
Well, back into the hallway before this one, the one with all the statues.
Oh, okay. My apologies, yes. As you step out of the room, you kind of hear in the back of your mind like a bemused cackling.
Uh-huh. And then I continue on my way down this hallway.
All right.
I'll have one of the spoopy skeletons close the door back.
All right. You close the door on the eye. You guys going back to the statue hallway?
We still have more east to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. You guys get back out into the statue hallway and begin walking. After about 30 feet, you guys can see as you pass between two pillars that there is a door set into the north wall.
Okay.
Additionally, Zalira, you would also be able to see the end of the hallway at this point. It ends in a pair of double doors. Hello?
I hear you. Well, Lilith, do you want to do your fancy owl work over here?
Sorry, I was a bit Yeah.
Owl work.
I was thinking earlier that corpse, that must have been a spider, but I'm so confused on why you just left the body there instead of webbing it. But where am I doing this, Owl? Where?
On this door?
Ah, yes, I do the thing.
All right. You pop the owl on the other side of the door, and you see that the this room is empty, but the north tunnel gradually slopes down to be about 20 feet. It's roughly like almost a 45-degree angle slope.
Oof. All right. What's down there?
Yeah. At the end, the room opens up. Hold on. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. So so the room opens up into a 15-foot high domed ceiling. My God, my apologies. I am butchering reading this paragraph. Okay. So it's a 15-foot tall room that accumulates in a 30-foot tall arched dome in the center. The dome itself is filled with some kind of liquid that is defying gravity and floating 15 feet up above the ground. So, like a pool on the ceiling. A 8-foot tall statue of a 4-armed fish monster stands in the middle of the room facing north. Its webbed hands clutch an ornate 1-foot square stone box with a lid and a keyhole.
Sorry, where is the statue?
The room that Lilith Owl is exploring. We don't actually know what's in it, just Lilith is currently doing recon.
Right.
Right. Is there anything
Also,
else here? Oh,
I did goof on the description. The room and tunnel that the owl appears on, it is not a 45-degree angle. The owl had to move along the hallway a little bit. So it's a much more gradual incline, but it does incline down.
okay. If there's nothing else here that I can see, I'll dismiss it and report what I saw to the party.
Another dead end room, or was there a way out?
Was there a way out?
It appeared to be dead end.
It appeared to be a dead end, but yeah, I didn't get a very thorough search. Nothing immediately obvious.
Okay. Well, I opened the door.
All right. The inclined room is as described.
Okay. And does Zalir still have Detect Magic up?
I believe so.
Zalir, what do your magic eyes see?
Sleuth, you still awake?
Uh-oh. I'm going to be right back, guys.
I duck.
All right, you duck. Nothing happens.
Phew. Never know.
All right.
Do we have a thief in the party?
Maybe.
Is that your way of saying you don't want to admit to being a thief?
No, I'm saying I think it's Han.
What? I didn't do nothing.
Didn't I mean? I
Are
don't
you
know
a
if you
thief?
still should or not.
I am not a thief. Wait. What? Technically, I have a love. I am a thief, but I didn't steal nothing.
So you're a shitty thief.
I don't particularly try to thieve or nothing. I am trained as a thief. I have a level of swashbuckler, but I'm not a thief.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, it absolutely makes sense because there's a chest in there.
Ooh, what's in it?
Don't know. That's why I was asking if we had a thief in the party. If they could go
Oh, I
in
can
and
look
do their
for you.
thingy.
Yeah. I can go look. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna check and see if the chest is trapped. Can I do that?
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Bangbot doesn't like getting yelled at.
Huh. Um,
Is it trapped?
no, it does not. It does not appear trapped, but it is locked.
I'm gonna try to unlock it. I roll my thieves' tools, right?
Yes, that would be a thieves' tool.
Wait, what did I miss? What's going on?
Han's trying to unlock the chest in the middle after he determined it wasn't trapped.
Right in the middle of that acid orb, huh? I would like to step away from the room that has the acid in it. My undead crew follow. No, I would not enter that. Nope.
I mean, he's the only one that's inside there. We're just watching from the hallway.
This is a big sad.
Oh, okay. There's the seven's the check.
The 9, yeah, the 9. Not a 7. I rolled a 9.
All right.
That's to open the lock. That's to unlock it.
So, yeah, you managed to unlock the box. And as do you attempt to open it?
Slowly, yeah.
I don't like that roll.
Alrighty. As you open the box, you hear the sound of falling liquid as you take 15 acid damage. And the room begins to fill with acid.
Might want to get out of there.
I'm running up out of there real quick, like. Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of there very fast.
Get out and close the door behind you.
Yeah.
So what'd you
All
get?
right.
Did you manage-
Nothing.
Well, I was asking Han.
Well, it was. I don't know what was in there because I got burned by acid, and I ran like a bitch. But there was something in there.
Did you unlock it?
Yeah, and I started opening it, and then I got covered in acid and took half my life points in damage,
So all the acid fell off the ceiling.
and started filling up the room.
Say, Lilith, doesn't your owl fly?
It does.
Do you think it could manage to open a chest without touching the ground, since the ground is lava? I mean, acid?
Well, my owl is not particularly large. I doubt it could actually open the chest lid. I'll see if it could, but I don't have my hopes up.
I mean, does it cost us anything to try?
No. I'll go ahead and peek in there to see if there's like a second acid orb or some shit on the ceiling. Is there one? DM,
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
is there any obvious signs of a threat remaining in the ceiling? Like a secondary acid orb or some shit?
I mean, you guys would have to go back in there to check.
He sent his owl in.
Oh, I am sorry. Missed that part. No, there is no more acid pool on the ceiling. You can see though that the pool of acid has spread out to about 40 feet from the statue, kind of filling up part of the slowly inclining tunnel on your way here.
Fuck. The owl attempts to open the thing. The
Okay.
chest.
Make a strength check.
Let's
owl?
see. Wow, what a swole owl.
The owl is unable to open the chest. Oh, I'm sorry. No, the owl does actually open the chest. My apologies.
Huzzah, what's in it?
Inside of it is a heart, a humanoid heart.
Stab it.
I will have to ask questions.
Bring the heart
But
back.
the owl does yoinks the heart.
All right, the owl picks up the heart, flies it back to the party.
Does
Nothing
it feel magical?
good can come of this.
Well, Zalira can already detect necromancy coming from it as it gets within range.
Most curious.
Really, nothing good can come of this.
I'll hold on to it for later. I don't plan on doing anything immediately with it until it's properly identified.
No.
So,
Actually, do you guys have the ability to identify magic items? Because
Not
No,
at the
we-
moment.
we
I
can't
need a
afford the
100 gold
pearls
piece
yet.
pearl.
They're
Yeah.
oh my
expensive.
god, that's fucking hilarious. Because you guys have got a stockpile of magic items.
Yeah,
But
but we
don't we have a
can't do
stockpile
anything
of
with it because we have no
weapons
fucking
too?
clue
Can't
what
we
they
sell?
You guys
Can't
sold
we
the
sell
weapon
some
pile.
stuff?
do. We already did. I think we're like not even close to being able to afford one of those pearls.
That's painful. I
wait,
saw
isn't
the
the
rogue
pearl
constantly
only like 100
yoinking.
gold?
It
100
is.
gold pieces? I don't have anywhere near that many.
Two gold pieces in my
I have
name.
3.
You are
I
one
wish you
gold piece
people would have
rich.
told me this before we left town.
Well, how the hell were you going to buy one?
I have the gold to buy one.
How much gold do you have?
We go back up.
I have enough for the pearl. No, we're not going back up. We're here.
Was there anything else in the chest, by the way, or was it just the heart?
Just the heart. I mean, there was a nice like velvet like padding woven into the bottom of it, but it's woven into the bottom of it.
Right. Well, I guess that room isn't explorable anymore with all that acid, so we should keep on moving.
Yeah. Yeah. And Lily, you kept the heart? Is that right?
Yeah. I certainly have no
I
intentions of fucking around
recommend
with it.
extreme caution.
Absolutely. I know these things. I'm not, I'm familiar with stuff like this.
That's why I'm recommending extreme caution.
Absolutely. Every single
This
caster has a different
that
way of
that right
using and
there is
imbuing
like a fucking honeypot
properties.
for you. Someone put it there knowing you'd be coming here, and then you'd be like, "Oh shit, cool necromancy," and it's gonna cause problems. You just know it is.
Yeah, a
I'm
magical
not
heart
that
in
allude
a
to
box
use
is
it.
very bad juju.
I don't think you understand, Adis, that there's an endless amount of ways to imbue necromancy in an item. I'm well aware of the risk.
It is a heart
Not
in a
really.
box. It is bad news.
All right, well, let's move on then. I guess we start walking down towards those double doors.
Alrighty. God, at this rate, I'm gonna have to start like going back through the journal and writing down a list of the magic items for when you guys identify them.
I don't know where Under got 300 gold from,
I don't have 300 gold.
or 100 gold.
Oh, wait a second. Didn't you guys all get a share whenever Callie and there's all of us that ganked the fuck of the Chimera? Yeah.
I think that was the 3 gold that I have.
No way. You only had 3 gold from that. Oh, we'll worry about it later, but yeah.
I mean, when Wartorp died, he had like 86 gold in his backpack that was split, wasn't it?
I think Zalira has most of the money.
We need to talk about Zalira hoarding all the items. There
Yeah.
needs to be sort of distribution system. My skeletons can carry a bunch of weight. Only one of them's carrying my equipment. I could use the other 2 for, party stuff. I mean, unless the rogue's the leader of you guys. Is that what's going on?
No.
Yeah. Anywho, the double doors.
Alright, yeah. So, as you guys walk 40 feet from the previous interval towards these double doors, see out of the corner of your eye to the south, between another pair of statues, is another door.
Hey guys, side trip.
Another door.
God, I love this hallway.
Lily, if you'd be so kind.
Familiar. So the owl goes.
Alright. The owl goes, pops on the other side of the door, and sees a 40-foot long hallway that turns out of sight.
The owl continues.
Alright. Just a second. Alright. So, inside of this room, the owl can see cobwebs enshrouding rows of old weapon racks, many of which have collapsed under their own weight. An axe is embedded into the door on the south wall. right middle of the door around head height.
Okay. Is that the only thing of interest in this room?
Would look that way.
Okay.
You wouldn't know. To look at it.
Yeah. I just missed the owl and report what I saw.
All right.
It's kind of weird that the axe is embedded in the wall. Am I mistaking
It's
you?
embedded in a door.
Oh, it's embedded in a door. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Didn't we just watch this movie last night?
Hmm. I'll check this door for traps.
DM starts scribbling furiously. All right. Investigation check. Oh shit. Okay, you're ahead of me on that. Yeah, it does not appear trapped.
I
Or
guess
locked.
I'll open the door.
All right. Open the door.
I'd like to get a better look around this room.
Okay.
Yeah, because the only thing I got from this room was the door and the axe. Anything else? Is it just completely empty? I might have zoned off a bit.
All good. So you're sifting through the room.
Whatever is of the room. I mean,
All right.
is there
Yeah,
like
that's-
junk here?
Yeah, there's debris from weapon racks, storage equipment. That will take like 10 minutes to sift through the room. Are the rest of you guys doing anything? Well,
Well, I'll help him
Your
sift
next-
through the stuff and see if there's anything interesting.
Same.
all right. Mackerel.
Oh, we know he's not
Vector,
going
you guys
to
doing
find anything.
No.
I know, but I want more context other than an armory.
All right then. So, Lilith,
Hmm.
Han and Atis are assisting you. Make your investigation check with advantage. It would appear to be just that, a abandoned, worn down.
Well, do we still benefit from Zalira's detect magic thing, or am I gonna have to ritual cast it?
No longer in the chat, so you'll have to cast.
Fair enough. We got 10 minutes to spare.
I think so. I don't see any
Aye.
pressing need to move quickly.
I do the thing, looking at the door and the axe.
All right. Another 10 minutes elapse, and you detect nothing unusual.
Well, that's weird. Ah, the sleuth has returned. We found a door with an axe embedded in it, like Resident Evil style.
Is there any writing on this axe?
There is not.
Is it coated in anything?
Dust.
Is there a bottle of rum nearby?
Make a perception check.
Where's the rum gone?
Nope. You don't smell any rum.
Okay, that satisfies me. I open the door.
All right. Okay, yeah, so you open the door, and inside of this 10-foot square room is a 1 foot thick, 5 foot diameter stone sharpening wheel set into the floor. Pressing down on a stone pedal previously. Oh, I'm sorry. You see the pedal that you could press on to turn the machine.
I look at Lilith and ask, magic? No magic.
Is it magic?
Nope.
I go and push the pedal.
It feels like you're attempting to push a bike pedal with its brakes. It does
I
not
get the
rotate.
axe out of the door and put it on the wheel like I'm going to try to sharpen it, and then I push the pedal.
The mechanism does not function.
Okay.
Is this stone sharpening set? Is all the stuff like plainly obvious, the mechanisms and such?
No. No, it looks like it's set into the floor.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think we can fix this with the shit under the table, so to speak.
What happened? What needs to get fixed?
Well, I'm assuming something's wrong with this sharpening stone bench, but the mechanisms are under the floor, I assume.
It would look that way.
Yeah.
Is the pedal connected to anything?
It is not. Well, I mean, it's connected to the device.
Is there any series of mechanisms that I can follow from the pedal to the wheel, or would all that be under the floor?
You can see where it goes into the floor, but it is all in the floor.
Okay. Well, I have a pickaxe, a sledgehammer, and a battering ram. We can get through this. Probably. Or we can just leave it because we don't really need a sharpening wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
was
we're
just
likely
curious
to
if
destroy
like
the
trying to use
mechanism
it
anyway.
activated something else. That's why I tried it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we fuck off.
Real quick, I'm just gonna spend like 10 seconds tops. I'm gonna take a dagger out and just try and use the sharpening wheel as a whetstone and just scrape the dagger across the top of it.
Okay? You get a couple of sparks.
The spooky magic happens. Alright. That's all I needed.
All right. You guys are leaving again?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
To the double doors.
All right. You guys advance down the last 50, 60 feet of this hallway and reach the large pair of double doors set into the far end of the room. Congratulations, you have walked down a hallway.
All right, guys, session over. That was a pretty good session.
Woohoo! Level up.
Alright, so
We didn't kill anything. We didn't make enough levels to level up. We didn't make enough points to level up.
I popped the familiar on the other side of these double doors.
Huh. Yep. Real big room. Something like about 80 feet across, and then looks like 130 feet in length. Actually, wait, no, limited dark vision. My apologies.
120 feet of dark vision for the owl.
Oh, the owl has 120 feet. All right, yeah. It can see most of the room except for the very far south end, which dips off. Along the western wall, it can see 3 pairs of doors set into the wall.
Okay. Is there anything else in this room that might indicate what it's for?
Yes, just a second. I can also see 3 large piles of soiled, torn tapestries and curtains intermixed with bones, broken bits of broken bits of stone.
Does it look like a nest of sorts?
Kind of nest-like, yeah.
All right. Interesting. Are there any obvious threats in the room?
Funny that you should mention that, because as your owl scans the room, it can see entering its dark vision a large humanoid face with really
And with that,
shaggy hair.
I would like to pop the owl away.
Wait, it's got a face on it?
Yeah, there is a large humanoid face surrounded by shaggy hair that kind of comes out of the darkness. Almost like you know on night vision cameras how you'll sometimes see wolves' eyes light up and kind of come out of the dark, kind of like that.
Well, with the owl dismissed, I'll report what I saw, suggest that there are monsters in there, and give them the description of the face that I saw. That was a large creature.
So, what do you guys think? Do you want to go kill a monster?
That is
Sure, why
awesome.
not?
All right. I throw the doors open and charge in.
Well, I'd like to summon my goats so I don't have to do that as an action later on.
Oh, okay. I wait a moment for everyone to ready themselves, and then I throw the doors and cast whatever spells. Then I throw the doors open and charge in.
I'll cast Longstrider myself, just in case.
I'm also a bear now.
Don't you get more than one person on that long strider, or is it just you?
Just me, unfortunately. Limited spell slots.
All right. So, because of the massive fuster cluck of goons that you have, I need a marching order.
The bones surround me like a line formation in football.
Yeah, I need a formation list.
You brave, brave soul.
That's our formation.
Wrathguard is right next to or behind Adis. I think that's pretty safe to say.
There you go.
And the undead, where are the undead?
Undead are all ranged. I'll have them switch to light crossbows. They're all abreast of
Where
me.
in the formation are they?
Oh, bone, meat, Ernest. In that order.
Okay, are you guys at the very back?
Sure.
Okay. I ask this because you guys have enough party mass that depending on your initiative, you can seriously affect your own ability to deploy. Like, you guys can physically get in your own way.
Yeah, is it 10 feet, by the way? These are double doors. Is it 5 or 10 feet? Because that'll make a huge difference.
Each square is 10 feet, so this is a 20-foot wide door.
Very good. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and flank left at the 20 feet.
Cool. All right.
Meaning left, I mean north. Excuse me.
Yep.
Do we roll
What are you
initiative
doing?
now?
I throw the doors and charge in. Do I see a monster?
You're throwing the doors open?
Yeah. Breach and clear.
Roll initiative.
Well, I'm going last. Guys, I'm so sorry. My goats are going to be blocking everyone's way, and I'm last.
That's not a bad thing.
I have a crossbow. I don't care.
Many of us are
I
melee.
don't really have ranged options that are good, so that's why I went in first.
Ooh,
But one more level, I move from the backfield to the front.
that's good.
All right, so what do I see?
All right. You can see, so you can see inside of this room at 3 different points, kind of arraying across from the south to the side, 3 humanoid faces attached to monstrous winged lion-like bodies.
What the fuck? What?
Ah, these guys. Okay. This'll be fun.
Mana cores. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
What is the state of the room? Is it dim or dark?
Dark.
Excellent. How close is the closest one to me?
The closest one to you is 60 feet. Or 50, my apologies, 50.
That's closer than that car alarm probably is.
Yes, that car alarm looks to be about 150 feet away from me. And someone keeps setting it off, then turning it off, then setting it off, then turning it off. It's really getting really fucking annoying. It's like some kids playing with the car alarm. Okay, then.
Oh god, I'm just gonna take it out of the manticores. These poor creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. All right, close one you said is 50 feet. Well, I'm going to hit him with a ray of frost.
All right.
I'm sorry, that was supposed to be an 8.
Does 11 hit?
Does an 11 hit him?
And 11 shit, sorry, wrong tab. 11 does not hit.
Okay. Then I charge forward 30 feet and using a bonus action to cast Shadow Blade, drawing a blade of pure black energy into my hands. That's it for me.
All right. DM2. The middle of the 3 manticores is going to fly right at you.
Come
And
at
it's
me, bro.
going to attempt to eat your face.
Not the face.
Spikes, not the spikes.
Only the 23 hits.
All right. You take 10 piercing damage as its jaw bites into your flesh.
Ow.
On.
I am going to shoot the one in the face.
Oh, we in combat?
Yes.
I am going to attack the one that's hitting the whatchamajigger. The Harper.
All right.
Can Macro go next after Han?
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Eldritch Blast.
Well, what are we fighting?
Three
Three
manticores.
That didn't hit, I know.
Manticores.
Beefy boys. This spoke.
Wait, did you say manticores?
Yes, you said manticores.
Oh, okay.
That
Those are
didn't hit.
the lions with the scorpion tails, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. And the wings.
Well, that's the classical description of them. D&D one's close enough, and they still are playing with their fucking car alarm.
I missed, so wait.
Section oof.
Yeah, so that misses. Mackerel, would you like to go here right after Han's turn?
Sure. What the hell?
Okay.
I'll
you're
pick the
gonna
one
break
that
them
he
with
just.
I'm done.
Oh, he's done.
All right.
I'm gonna pick the one that he just shot at and fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
All right. Two hits.
13 force damage.
All right.
That'll be all.
DM1. This next Manticore is. Yeah, this one's also going to attempt to eat Atus.
Huzzah!
It is incapable of doing so.
Clearly. Lilith, sorry.
How many targets do I see?
2.
I order the bones to attack. I'm focusing firing on the one that got hit. And I will cast Toll the Dead on that same one. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom. Yes.
Fuck. That fails.
Okay. 1 hit.
Let's see. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. He already took damage, correct? The Manticore? Okay, so that'll be a total of 18 necrotic and piercing damage.
All right.
That'll conclude my turn.
All right. Next up, DM3. This one is going to fly up over the other 2 and attempt to hit Atos with Tail Spike. Flings them right out of its tail.
No.
All right, it's 3 spine just kind of clatter off the ground.
These guys aren't doing so hot.
Next up, Zilira.
One's in melee with Atus, right?
2 of them are.
2 of them.
Wonderful. I'm going to shoot the one on the left. Fine. No. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
$19 piercing damage. And then I would like to duck back behind cover somewhere and hide.
All right, make a stealth check.
16 for stealth. And that's my turn.
All
Can
right.
can my 4 goats charge at the injured one?
Probably more wounded than injured.
Yes. Hit, miss, miss, miss. All right. It looks bloody.
All right. I would like to walk towards it and then attack it.
Well, what's your movement speed?
40?
You would not actually be able to get into melee with it.
And my goats like shift around it, allowing me to move up to it?
They literally used all their movement to reach it.
And I move towards the different one?
He is also out of range.
Then I move towards the injured one, pace back and forth behind the goats for a little bit, and then roar confusedly.
Yeah, sorry about that. Unfortunately, you don't have the movement to get through the difficult terrain of your own comrades. All right. Atos?
Okay. So one of them is bloodied.
Yep.
I am going to stab that one with my Sword of Darkness.
All right.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, your blade of pure edge strikes true.
Alright, he takes 8 points of psychic edginess.
All right. Anything else?
The one that was shooting at me with spines. Actually, you know what? Nope, can't do that. Never mind. I'm done.
All right. Mackerel?
I'm gonna blast the other one. Or wait, no, that same one is still alive. I'm gonna blast that one. Ooh.
One hit.
Nice. It's like as if 2 hit.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, that'll be it. And actually, I gotta get up for a sec.
All right. Bite, claw, claw at Atos.
Fuck.
Yeah. 21 and 25 are hits.
All right.
Ooh, one's a crit. Ooh, God. The bite.
No, the bite was a
No,
miss.
that's
It
a
was bite.
claw.
Claw.
All right. You take 21 slashing damage. Rips into your flesh.
Alright.
Wong?
The black sword
I'm
disappears.
shooting it again.
Ooh, shit. The black sword is gone. Which one are you shooting?
The one that's fighting with under.
All right.
Also, Atos isn't looking so good.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, snap.
Magical force damage to the one fucking with under.
All right. All right. That one is looking real bad. All right. Next one. This guy is going to attempt to. He's gonna attack a.
Say again, you cut yourself off.
Oh, my apologies. This guy is going to attempt to kill a goat.
Fuck you, I could take him.
Hit.
Oof.
He nerfed a goat. He yeeted a goat.
Goat's been yote.
That looks like a yeet and delete.
Yeah, you see confetti spread everywhere.
He was yotin.
All right. It is now the turn of Lilith.
How many targets do I see now?
2.
What about the spikes that were coming? Do I know the general direction where that was?
Up.
Beyond 60 feet of dark vision?
No, more like there's physical obstruction in the way and also dark vision.
If I moved, do I suspect to be able to get a sight line of him?
You wouldn't know. You cannot see it.
What physical obstructions are obscuring my sight line?
Currently, the archway.
Is it
That is the most logical physical obstruction given your position.
all right? How much movement speed would I have to move to circumvent that one?
In order to get to underneath the door frame, you would have to move 30 feet.
Very good. Mean the bones move 30 feet. Do I
All
see
right.
the thing?
Yes, you can now see the third manticore.
Okay. I really didn't want to have to do this, but I'd rather this than Adis get oof, so I'll cast slow on the 3 manicores. I will need
All right.
wisdom saving throws. It's fail, pass, fail.
All right.
The effects of slow, half movement speed, minus 2 AC, dex saves, no reactions, only 1 attack or bonus action, C-book. Something like that.
Yep.
And so the one that looks pretty oof, I make sure is oofed by the Bone Zone crew. I was able to get that light crossbow earlier from that rotting corpse,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. 3 hits.
And that's a total damage.
The manticore slumps to the ground, dead.
Very good.
Please
I'm
remove
done.
DM2 from the initiative. And then, are there repeat saves on slow?
At the end of their turns.
All right. Good to know. This manticore then is going to fire a tail spike at Atos.
Okay. I will shield, and it will bounce off.
All right. That's still slow. Zalira.
Was 16 enough stealth for advantage?
Yes.
Wonderful. I will shoot it. That was not the greatest roll. I don't think I've ever nat 20'd on a damage roll.
Not yet.
26 damage. And then I will duck back into stealth if it's still alive. Not very well.
Well, yeah, you're shooting at a fresh one because the only injured one is. Yep. Okay. Wrathguard.
Was the one my goats were attacking still alive?
No.
Can they like maneuver behind them and then charge at? Actually, can they just charge at the one that was firing the spikes?
No, he's in the air.
Oh. Then can they charge at the one that was, well, the only other one they can attack by like going up and then around?
What's their movement speed?
40.
Yes, they can do that. Hit, hit, hit.
God damn!
It is now bloody.
Wow.
Now I guess I go and attack it.
Yes, you would be able to. Hit, hit.
Almost single-handedly oofs a Manicore by himself.
All
Yeah,
right.
66 damage all in one turn. I roar out as the flavor of blood excites me.
All right. It is now the turn of Atos.
So there's one left?
2 left.
So there's one in melee with me, the one shooting spikes at me, right?
Yep.
And the one that's in melee with me is kind of fucked up looking from the bear, right?
Yes.
And the one flying is untouched?
Untouched.
Okay. I had a plan. How big are these creatures?
Large.
Could I use Misty Step to teleport on top, like between the wings, right on top of that flying manicore?
You mad lad.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Excellent. I'm then gonna hug it from behind, with Shocking Grasp. Does a 15 hit it? Get through its armor at least.
A 15 hits it.
The right hand of fellowship.
13 lightning damage to it.
Is this the part where you yell "Get on the ground"?
No, you just hear Atis just yell in like this like super stereotypical Texan accent. Yippee-ki-yay.
Ah,
Also, that
Alright.
Manicore cannot take reactions.
All right.
That's all for me.
Mackerel.
all right, I'm gonna keep blasting that same Manticore.
All right. Two hits. All right.
And that's gonna be it.
Yeah, that Manticore's really not looking good. Can we repost the Inish?
Han should be next.
Yep, Han, you're up.
I'm gonna blast it. The one in the one. Okay, he teleported away from the one on the ground that was fucked up, right, to the one in the air.
Correct.
So then I'm gonna shoot the one on the ground.
All right. Two hits.
I blasted him with
All right.
22 points of fort damage.
Have you ever heard what a cougar sounds like when it screams?
Yes.
Let's up that kind of noise as it dies.
Sounds like a woman's being murdered.
All right. DM1 is dead. Lilith.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's airborne. Well, let's see. How do I want to do this? I'll do Toll the Dead and then the 3 Bone Crew. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Two hits.
That it passes. He'll take 19 points of piercing, and that'll conclude my turn.
All right. Next up is DM3. DM3's you know what? DM3 is going to shoot a spite at Lilith.
Really, it's not going to attack me despite me hanging on the back of its neck?
Does it manage to shoot itself?
No, it does not manage to shoot itself. It just
Does it
flies
shoot
off
me?
into the dark. No.
Why would you want it to shoot you?
I'm just curious, because the way it's been going, you know?
No, it doesn't hit you.
Okay. Oh, he
Just
gets to make a
strikes
save
it.
at the end.
Oh, that's right. Not that'll do him much good.
Let's see.
15.
It actually does pass.
All right. Under.
Yes.
This thing doesn't feel like it's a child's bucking bronco ride.
I offer it a penny to, be one. No?
No, it's going full rodeo now.
Okay.
Okay. Zalira.
I'm gonna take it out back and put it down the cold yeller. I don't think my 11 stealth gets me advantage. 12 to hit,
12 does not hit.
and I will
Kinda
try
moved
to
up
hide.
with last second.
Does a 12 get me hidden? I'm gonna assume no, because an 11 didn't. Alright, that's my turn.
Rathgar?
It's still flying, right?
Indeed.
How high up is it?
30 feet.
So can I stand under it, have a goat jump on my back, have a goat jump on the goat's back, and then have a goat jump on the goat's back, and then have the goat attack it?
What the fuck?
We'll call this a skill challenge. Okay. Give me an acrobatics check for the first goat to get onto your back.
Come on, dice gods, for the meme. For the meme. Oof. Not meant to be, I guess.
It runs up onto your back and falls right off the front. Does the second goat attempt?
Yeah!
Commit to the bit. No!
This goat also falls onto the other goat.
So the goats are piled onto each other?
On the ground in front of you.
Alright, the third goat jumps onto the two goats.
Okay, the goat still has 20 feet to go.
I jump onto the goat.
Give me that save. Or check.
Another fuck.
Fuck.
You get up onto the goat and then fall right off.
So let's just say that there's a pile of goat and bear. And that's my turn.
Pretty much. Atos?
I yell at it to stop resisting as I tase it, as I continue to attempt to tase it.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
That does not succeed.
Okay.
If you could give me an acrobatics check to stay on this thing's back.
Okay.
Should have had you do it at the start of your turn, but whatever. Okay. You fall 30 feet. I believe
Onto a
that's
pile
a
of bear.
D6 for every 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, aren't I underneath them?
Probably not.
Because we established that there's a pile of goat and bear directly underneath the
And
manticore.
take 8 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
I land right next to the goats, missing it by that much. And Atos is now unconscious.
It licks your face.
Basically, Wrathguard, the issue of it is you and all your goats are large creatures on a pile directly beneath the thing, which is also a large creature. So if Atos falls, he's going to be falling off to the side of the pile, not onto the pile.
I'm unconscious, so that's it for me.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, I went down. It's not even the enemy's turn, and I went down.
Mackerel?
Question. Mackerel is silenced and muted.
Han.
Mr.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Your turn.
It is your turn.
Blasting it again.
Shoot her. Shoot her.
2 hits.
Nice hits.
Nice damage. 26 points
All
of
right.
poison.
It looks bloody. Lily, or Lilith.
Both are fine. Or you can go Nightshade. How far away is Adis from me?
40 feet.
40 feet?
40 feet.
Perfect. So as Adis falls down, I get that dramatic and negative vision and a heartbeat. You know, like when everything's like basically white and like blue. I sense death approaching.
Okay.
And I want
Necromancy
nothing to
sensors
do
are
with that.
tingling.
So yeah, I'm gonna go right to Adis's body. And I'm gonna use the healer's kit to give him the 1 HP dream. I'd like to use my action to stand him up, and the bones will follow me 30 feet behind, firing at the thing.
Okay.
2 hits, I'm assuming.
2 hits.
God damn, my ride's getting away.
21 points of person.
All right.
Concludes my turn.
And I believe Atos is now stabilized, yes?
He's got 1 HP standing up. I stood him up if I could with the action.
Isn't it your action to use the healer's kit?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, it is.
Um,
If I can't stand him up, then I'll use my own body to try to,
DM3 is going to attempt to eat the bear, who's currently prone.
Oh, God.
How many of these hit the bear?
Yes.
All of them.
That's
All right.
2 hits and a 3rd crit. What's the second one, Claw?
Hold on. As you take 23 piercing and slashing damage.
The bear is bloodied. But I expected more.
All right, Zilira.
The Manticore is bloodied, right?
Indeed.
I will bonus action aim and fire at it.
Watch, double nat 20s. Hey, look, there's a
It's
thing.
a nat 20. Also, I've been rolling the wrong damage because I forgot to change my sheet to a heavy crossbow because I'm using an older one, and I am smart. That's a joke, I'm not very smart. My brain doesn't work most of the time. That's double, that's damage. Wow.
That feels
That's-
bad, but that's still solid.
Are we
That's
still
the
fighting
same-
the manticores?
1 manticore.
That's the same amount of damage I did last time I hit.
No, actually, you guys are not fighting any manticores. This manticore is dead and slumps on the bear's body.
Rawr!
We did it.
Does the bear
Huzzah.
take Manticore fall damage?
No, the manticore was like standing atop of him.
1 damage?
Its face is bleeding and drooling, though, right on the bear's face.
You are grappled, restrained, and blinded.
All right, yeah, you guys are out of initiative.
I'd like to retrieve half of the crossbow bolts because that will actually matter for me. And distribute them amongst the bone zone.
This is how graceful the animal pile comes apart.
You're calling them the Bone Zone and not Team Skull?
I'll take it under consideration. That's not actually a bad name.
Yeah,
We
I'll
kinda
look
call
around
everything
and
the
see if
Bone
there's
Zone.
anything interesting in the room.
Yeah, I'd like to look where the den is.
Yeah, the nest.
Mixture of bullshit.
I'm gonna take back my 2 crossbow bolts.
You know, it is funny that you guys are looking to loot the room. I do pull out my notes for loot.
I
All
would
right.
like to loot a loot.
So, as you guys sift through the room, including the nests of these manticores, you find the following: 30 gold pieces, 14 silver pieces. Actually, I'll just start typing this. Hold on.
That'd make things a lot easier.
29 copper pieces,
How many party members do we have with us?
Like what, 6, I think, that are
Something like
actually
that.
here.
Ooh.
That
So I
is not
think.
all.
Oh,
Hold up.
Dibs on the necklace.
I think we
No.
need to talk about party funds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen you consistently yoink like everything, basically.
I have been
Um,
scavenging gear off of the dead enemies because
Well,
nobody else is
don't you
carrying
also
it.
have like all of the money though?
I have the money from stuff that I've scavenged because nobody else has been carrying it.
My skeletons could be carrying that. You don't need to be carrying all that.
I don't have much anymore because I've sold most of it.
But about this thing with party funds, I feel like we should be distributing things equally.
Maybe we should just have a party fund. Everyone just pulls in all of their gold and like we discuss what we need.
Well, it matters who's carrying what in case you have a turtle incident and someone gets disappeared. I have no problem having assuming everybody is willing to chip in for a party fund, but where the physical coins are actually kept matters.
I think it should be equally distributed.
I mean, that would be the
For
safest. So if one person gets, falls into a pit of lava, the entire party fund doesn't go with them.
Yeah. I'm not the DM and I'm not telling Gilbert what to do, but if I were, I would hand wave this.
Handwave what?
Having a party fund. Like, just for the sake of convenience, we'll say that the money is accessible to all people regardless of who's here. I'm not telling you what to do though.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't manage party funds.
As of right now, we could get 5 gold for each, 2 silver, 5 copper.
Yeah, I leave how you guys manage your money to you guys. So perhaps take inventory of how much money you guys have. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a lot of math.
We have one strong boy who could probably use that warhammer.
I mean, yeah, whoever's using like melee strength weapons should definitely grab the warhammer.
Could
we have
Han use
somebody.
it?
We have somebody who's a melee
Negative.
weapon.
Are you going to be able to use it next level?
No, my weapons are dex based, not strength based.
How much is your sneak attack bonus?
Now it's only a D6.
Be something to consider at +2 Warhammer next level. It might be worth it since you're a Hexblade. It'll
Next
go off your
level,
charisma mainly.
So I can start using my whip again, which goes off my dex, and I get that smite damage and sneak attack damage to it. So
Oh, wait, you're not a Hexblade?
yes, I am a hexblade, but I'm also a paladin, and I get second level paladin next, and I get my spells and my smites.
You're aware that Hexblades could use charisma if it's higher than Dex, right?
Yes, but my dex and my charisma are exactly the same.
Ah, I see. Alrighty.
Breaker paladin, so when I get to 8th level, I can add my.
Wait,
my
you have levels in Paladin?
one. That's why I need another level, so I can get 2 and get smites.
What's your strength score?
13.
Oh, okay, good. Good. I was about to say, if you had less than 13, you aren't
No,
actually allowed to multi-class.
Well, I match all the requirements.
I wanted to make sure. I couldn't remember which stat it was that you dumped on this character, so I wanted to double check.
Yes. What do I always dump? I dump int and wisdom. That's why I took 1 level of swashbuckler to give me proficiency.
Sorry, I was just having a flashback of all the times I've killed you because you dumped those stats.
That's why I took 1 level of rogue, because that gives me it cancels out my negative to my int.
Does that sound right to you guys?
Okay.
As for the treasured items, I suppose that should go to the one that's least often puts themselves at risk. I don't think I've seen Mackerel frontline yet.
No. And
I'll take the chain shirt though.
yeah. Do you not have armor?
I don't have
Leather
armor.
Have you needed armor? Because we've passed up several people with chain shirts.
Oh well, yeah, I could have used any of that.
Well, then
I've
you should
had
take
6
this
in
one
my-
definitely. Then, if you need armor and you don't have it, you should take this.
I've had 6 since before we went up.
Yeah, I've had this pile of money that and I'm like, does anyone need anything? No, all right.
On second thought, chain shirt will just fuck my armor class, make it go down. So I'm gonna stay in this leather armor I'm in.
Chain shirt's also more expensive than the studded leather that I'm wearing.
Yeah. Well, chain shirts are good to sell.
I'm gonna stay in my studded leather because I have a +4 to my dex bonus.
So no one needs the Warhammer +2?
I don't think we have any strength characters.
I mean, I'll take it if somebody needs a short sword.
I bet that thing would sell really well.
I'm sure it would.
I didn't make a weapon melee weapon. Well, I did, but not
Another
a strength-based weapon.
Another thing to keep in mind is, given how the fatality rates in this dungeon have been, it might be handy to hold on to a diverse range of magical items when you acquire them.
Ah, so if one dies, the backup can benefit.
Precisely.
That is a good idea.
Right.
We should do that.
Well, I'll hold on to the warhammer.
Totally not for meta reasons.
I
Totally.
can't use it,
Okay.
but I'll hold on to it in case someone dies, because I've been the one who's been frontlining the least.
Yeah, you
Makes
should
sense to
not
me.
give Atus any of like these items unless he's going to use them directly. Like he carries his coin purse, and that's about, and then like his own like personal items, and that's it. Because he's constantly frontlining. By the way, sorcerers shouldn't be as good at frontlining as this.
Draconic sorcerers are particularly well at that.
I mean, I've been looking into it. Storm Sorcerer also has some really good like melee capabilities for frontlining.
I won't next level. I won't technically frontline because I use a ranged. I mean, I use a reach weapon. I use a whip, so I'll be secondary frontline. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so Mackerel has the Warhammer. Should probably have someone else carry the potion. What's Potion of Heroism doing? I'd have to actually look that up.
I think it's temporary health.
Give me just a second.
Oh shit! It's
The
not just that.
Potion of Heroism. For 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effects of the Bless spell, no concentration required. This blue potion bubbles and steams as it boils off. Sorry, as if boiling.
I think either Wrathguard or Ada should be doing that.
I'll be honest, I'm not. Actions are way too precious for me. I will never drink a potion in combat.
It's for 10 minutes, so we can drink it before combat starts. I think that
For
would be the
1
best
hour.
time to do it.
I'll take it.
I mean, yeah, it's a good point. I have no problem with it then.
Wrathguard, what kind of druid are you? I see. Moon. Well, I don't know if you're proficient in any martial weapons, but you might be able to use the Warhammer later when you get better wild shapes.
Turns
He's
into an earth
strength.
elemental wielding a warhammer.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. They have, I think, 20 strength, don't they? Yeah, they do.
See that.
Earth element, yeah.
All right, and then that leaves the necklace.
What's the new?
I think we should leave it with Mackerel and sell it later, split it evenly.
As
No,
a
they only have 18.
as a cave bear, I tried to pick up the Warhammer.
With your teeth?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just gonna be like Dark Souls 1, that pupper.
I don't believe you have opposable thumbs, but good luck.
I don't
Yeah,
understand. He
you're kinda
uses his
fumbling with that
mouth.
Warhammer.
Well, maybe you can use it when you get polymorph.
So next level.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Gilbert will let you turn into a giant ape. Or no, wait, you're not. Yeah, you're not high enough to do that. Yeah.
That's next level.
Yeah, but that's a CR8 creature, I think.
You say let him as if I control his class features.
Well, you do.
Ape is 7 CR.
Oh yeah. I mean, that one you do control.
Besides,
That's
Polymorph is such a good healing spell. If someone's about to die, I can just cast it on them.
Yeah. You'd still have to be proficient in it, though.
I think everything's sorted, right?
I think so.
We should definitely take a rest if we can't heal you immediately, Adis. You look really, really bad.
I'll throw up the hut if that's what we're doing.
I mean, yeah, if we were going to take a long rest, Adis would certainly benefit from that.
Although now that I think about it, using weapons as wild shape is probably a bad idea.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, but
At
it
low
kills your
levels,
action
it act-
economy.
True, actually.
Yeah, because like for giant ape, it says multi-attack, make 2 fist attacks.
Yeah, or ranged, I believe.
Yeah, they could throw a rock.
So 2 fist or 1 rock.
Yep.
Plus, like the fist is a 3d10 plus 6.
Yeah.
Before I forget, since we're bunking down for a long rest, I'll go ahead and spend last 3rd level spell slot to retain control of that the crew I have.
Bunking down for a long rest?
But we're doing short or
It's,
long. Either one works for me.
It's 11 in the morning.
All right.
Adventuring.
All right, then I guess we're taking a short rest then. I'll be fine with just the juice box.
Oh, I mean, you guys can take a long rest. I'm just saying you have like 7 hours to kill.
Yeah, I'd rather just get a juice box.
If it's only Adis who needs a juice box, I have catnip.
I could use my wild shapes back as well.
I would also like to have
See, am I at the level where I can
in
upcast
recovery.
It just sounds like we could use a short rest, so we could just rest for an hour.
All right. 1 hour it is.
That way you save the spell slot.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys, say you're pulling up a hut.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going in the hut? Because I believe it has a limited size.
It is 9 medium creatures. I don't think we're that many.
We 2 skeletons outside
Oh,
if it's a
yeah.
problem.
Also
I
the
mean-
goats.
Goats
can
are
stay
large;
outside.
they can't fit in the hut anyway.
The goats can stay outside until they're, poofed.
Skeletons can stay outside too. I'm not sleeping
Yeah.
with those
Actually,
things.
what's the duration of conjure animals?
An hour, I think.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. Yeah, so you guys start taking your short rest. One of you do me a favor and roll a D100.
You know what? I rescind what I said. I think I'll be outside with the crew.
Now you beat me.
Yeah, I need to do some things to maintain them.
Hmm.
And I may or may not be totally using the inspiring leader feat reflavored as getting the literal blood from these creatures and carving up arcane symbols on myself and them.
So, actually, your guys' like passives haven't changed substantially, have they?
Nope, still 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the owl out since I'm going to be outside the hut. I'm the one
My-
most at risk if shit hits a fan.
My passive perception has dropped by 1/4.
Mine's still 20.
Owls is 18.
I just realized why mine was not accurate. It's because 3 of you are dead. I'm looking
This
at
is true.
Yeah, Vamir, Callie, and War Turtle. Yeah, they're still in the party. Wait a second. No, they're dead as shit. All right.
They've been dead
Yeah,
for like
so-
a month.
While you guys are taking your short rest, you see appear in the room and start wandering around it a ghostly looking humanoid eye 1 foot in diameter.
Does this appear to be
watching
the
you guys.
same one that we saw from the closet?
It looks extremely similar, not identical.
He caught me in the middle of me doing this.
Did you say this was a demonic eye? Or
No,
just an
it's
eye?
a ghostly looking humanoid eye, like it's
Ghostly, okay.
translucent.
Yeah, I'm like removing bits of the costume to carve shapes and such. I'm just kind of staring at this thing, ready to make a move.
Do I get any kind of like vibe from this thing? Like do I feel like I'm being watched even though I know that I'm being watched?
Yes,
Okay.
it is that kind of vibe.
Okay, this is less spirit of health and more goblin damned.
I have no idea what that means.
Shakespeare.
Was that from Midsummer Night's Dream?
No, that's Macbeth.
Okay.
Wait, shit. No, that's wrong. It's Hamlet.
I haven't actually had the pleasure of reading Hamlet yet. All right, yeah, so the eye watches you guys for your hour. And as your short rest ends, the eye disappears.
Okay, well, I guess I use some hit dice.
Ooh, yeah, let me see. What's my thing for that? Where is it? Yeah, you get an extra d6 for free.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Saw the
just
rest.
subtract 1 from whatever you were going to spend.
I mean, I gotta like these rolls.
Yeah.
Because I'm no longer bloodied.
Hey.
Very good. All right. So, how do you all proceed? There are 3 pairs of double doors, each one of those 20 feet wide, just like the door in here, set into the eastern wall, and a single pair of identical doors in the southern wall.
Which way did we come in again?
We came in from the west, I think.
Right.
I like the idea of the south doors because those other doors, I have a feeling we open one, and then monsters jump out of all 3.
Sure.
All right.
I'm gonna
What
have to write that
happens?
down.
What happened when the eye, or after the eye stopped watching us?
Nothing. It was just staring at us.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Well, I mean, we posted a watch order, didn't we?
No.
Well, it was just
sorry.
me outside, and
Oh, yeah, it was
the
just
fellow
you.
looking around.
It was also only
I mean-
an hour. It's not like we actually
Oh,
slept.
yeah, it was only an
It
hour,
was just,
right.
a short rest so that I could drink a juice box.
Yeah, I had it in my head that we were making a long one.
Yeah, short rests. Everyone takes a juice box, takes a shit, usual, gets a bite to eat, that kind of thing. All right. Yeah, you didn't notice any change when the eye disappeared, just you no longer felt like you were being stared at.
Oh, so it disappeared. That was my question.
Oh, okay, yes, it disappeared at the end of your rest.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it didn't, like, fly off through one of the doors or go into the ceiling or something.
All right, so what do you guys do?
Lily, would you mind reconning the double doors?
Goes in. And the owl sees a loading screen.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're good. You're good.
All right, so inside of this looks like a foyer is the desiccated remains of a large lizard-like creature. Second. Kind of like that.
Oh, that ain't no regular lizard.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But it's
so you
dead.
see the desiccated corpse of an unusually large, 8-legged lizard-type creature lying in the middle of the floor on its back, its shriveled tongue hanging out, and all 6 feet sticking up in the air. You can see that inside of one of its clawed feet, it is clutching.
Someone disposable, go grab that.
What does it look like?
You can't see from here. You'd have to send the owl closer.
As long as it's not immediately in, like, within 10 feet of it, I'd like to get it closer.
All right,
Looks
you kind
super
of
dead. I think it's fine.
you fly it over the corpse, and it looks like some kind of transparent orb.
Interesting. Oh, this might be some Midas touch bullshit.
It doesn't look exactly 1 foot across, does it?
The Croesus seem the worst at that claw. Or is it evenly distributed, consistent with dying from natural causes? Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
Well, you can pretty clearly see that this creature died from wounds consistent with bladed weapons and what looks to be destructive magic.
Ooh, I ran into a party. Oh, neat.
Good. So the orb isn't an orb that, oh, you touch it, you freeze up, and everything dies.
Orb of death.
Guys, if it was killed by a group of adventurers, why did they not take the orb? And where are these adventurers?
That's a good question.
Is there stuff for
How long has it been dead? Can we tell?
This seems like some kind of trap, but I can't imagine who would be laying it.
Rathgar, you're not in the room. Only the owl is.
Yao goes further ahead if there is a further ahead.
Before that part, Mick, were you asking a question?
Oh, I was
thought I
asking
heard
if
you
there's
ask.
more stuff. Yeah, if there was more stuff. I want to see if there's more to this area.
Ah, okay, yes. This foyer separates going west and east, turning around what looks to be a section of dividing wall.
Okay, Owl goes. What would be left? West? West.
West. All right, flies around the west, and it sees a... Just a second. All right. What looks to be a desecrated temple. This 60-foot high room contains... Okay, good. I had to make sure that was a number, not elven. 11 lifelike statues in a variety of poses, clustered together in the south end of the room. Alcoves along the walls once held 6 statues, but 5 of them lie toppled and smashed to pieces on the floor. The 6th statue, located in the middle alcove along the east wall, remains intact and appears to be made of glistening black stone.
What's made of black stone?
Glistening black stone. I don't suppose I have to make any saves immediately looking at the thing, do I? Because I don't think my character would have looked away.
You mean your owl?
Oh, my owl. My owl's the one that gets fucked. Okay, good.
Well, I mean,
Does
you
it-
potentially would get fucked since you're looking through your owl, but I mean, your owl's in the room.
Are they running away, these statues, these lifelike statues? Do they appear to be adventurers? Do they?
Yes and no to the first question. Yes to the second. They are in a variety of poses.
Okay. Does it seem to be a universal point of action that they're responding to?
Yeah, give me just a second. Yeah, since you're looking right at them, the assembly of these statues include a male human, a male half-orc, a female elf, and 2 male halflings, along with 2 kobolds, 3 goblins, and what you would know to be a carrion crawler.
Who would build a statue of that?
They're lifelike. They might not be built, rather.
But they're on pedestals.
They
No,
are?
they're not.
They're not? Oh,
No, no,
okay.
no, no. These are the statues at the south end of the room. The statues on pedestals are in alcoves along the east and west walls.
I see.
Those are mostly destroyed, with the
Adventurous
exception of one, which is made of a glistening black stone in the middle alcove on the east wall.
What does that one depict?
Do it appears to be one of a looks to be like a knight or a paladin clutching the sword close to his chest with it aimed down. If you get the pose I'm talking about.
I've
Yeah.
played Dark Souls. I know what you're talking about.
I don't think my owl can get anything else just from viewing this room. I'll tell the party what I saw. I'd like to check for traps on the other side of the door, opposite to us. The one that's to the
Investigation
wall
check.
side. Looks fine.
Looks fine.
It's right here. And with that, the owl pops away. We heading in?
Sure, I open the door.
All right. You are in the previously described foyer with the large 6-legged lizard in the center.
Okay.
Anyone know the spell Mage Hand?
Oh, I might. Let me check.
That would be the smartest way to go
Hey,
about
I do
this.
know Mage Hand. I'd like to send a Mage Hand over there and try to pry that orb out of that thing's clutches.
I ready my action for anything spooky, giving undead orders to attack anything that, looks hostile. Just follow my lead.
Right. So the mage hand gets over to the orb and attempts to pry it loose. It is unfortunately not able to.
Hey, Mackerel, can I see that hammer we found in the previous room?
Why wasn't the Mage Hand able to? Is it too weak?
Yeah, it appears to be too weak. The death grip of this lizard is a little too strong to pry the orb free from.
We tie a rope with Mage Hand.
We're way over things. Mackerel, can I see that hammer? The warhammer, the magic one? Mac,
What about the sadist? Mackerel? Pete? Pete, did you die? You better not have died on this.
All right. Lily, your skeletons have short swords, right?
Sorry, I had to take care of something. Yeah, you can use the hammer.
All right, great. I take the warhammer. I go over to the orb, right?
Right.
All right, I crouch down and holding it with the head of the hammer in my left hand. I use my right hand to guide the shaft like a pool cue, and I tap the orb at the party.
I'd like to use the mage hand to line up the shot for him.
All right.
So I'm going to call Magic Death Orb far right pocket, and then I just tap it. Ka-tink.
All right. The magic death orb. Actually, first give me a. I mean, this is definitely more.
Whatever he's doing, I'd like to be helping with it.
Yeah, give me a. We'll call this a dexterity check with advantage. Sorry, took me a second to figure out what an improvised pool cue classifies as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You are able to pop this death orb out of the clutches of this large lizard.
Roll a gaming set proficiency check, please.
Shit, I'm not
Actually,
actually.
no,
That would have been good, especially because I'm not actually proficient with any gaming sets.
Yeah, no one takes that proficiency.
I mean, Gilbert has it, I think.
I've had characters in the past that have had it. This particular character does not.
All right, yeah. So the orb pops free, and as it does,
The
Underdark,
lizard animates. It attacks. No.
do either of those hit you?
The 16 will.
All right.
Can I
As
cutting
a-
words that? Or is this not a creature?
It is a creature. You can.
I
can
would
see the
remind you,
pincers
I have the
or
alert
something.
feat. I can't be surprised.
Oh, my apologies. I did not realize you had the alert feat.
Yeah, it's why I'm so blasé about
Yeah.
just blasting through doors and shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. In this case, just roll initiative because you hear the sliding of and like chipping noise of pincers inside of the corpse behind you.
I don't suppose any of them revealed themselves, right?
Behind
I
me?
helped my
Oh,
to
okay.
attack
Oh,
spooky
yeah,
things.
I got you.
Are those attacks still happening?
No, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not surprised.
They may
They
still
all-
be happening if they roll real well in their initiative, but
Although the rest of you guys would be classified as surprised.
I have alert feet as well.
You are not surprised then.
I was expecting combat. Am I still surprised?
You are still surprised.
Be right back then, since my initiative is super low and surprised.
Oh, if I'm surprised, I probably can't cutting words that anyway.
right, you can't take a reaction.
Yep.
All right, so I'm pretty
should
sure
still roll
Aethys
initiative,
moves
though.
before these guys, anyways. All right, if we could set up the inish.
Waiting for Mac rolls and ish.
Oh, right.
Hurry up, Mackerel, my clothes are going out of style.
And I believe Han said he also had the alert feat.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
You.
All right, so Hans, it's your turn.
I don't see anything, but I can hear it, right?
Yeah. You can well, you can also see like movement inside of the desiccated lizard corpse.
God damn it, we just watched this fucking movie.
Let's see, fire. What do I have that does fire?
Right, right. I convert the Warhammer into a flamethrower.
Oh, right, I took Fireball.
So, Wong?
Can I Etrish blast into this thing and hit that monster?
Sure. You can see the movement where it is, and this is a fleshy corpse. Yeah, there's a chance you can hit it. Let's see. That is one hit.
I blast it.
All right.
And I'm done.
Mackerel is surprised. Atus, you are not surprised. It's your turn.
So I see these things inside the basilisk corpse.
Yeah, you see the movement inside of it. And
All right. I'd like to attempt to shove my hand into the basilisk corpse and tase these things inside of it.
okay. Yeah, you shove your hand through what looks like a glaive wound.
And wow.
That hits.
All right. Well, whatever I hit just took 8 lightning damage. Just 8, not 18.
You hear popping.
I think that means they're done.
Yep. Yeah.
And sizzling.
All right, guys. I made lunch.
All right. Anything else, Atus?
I will withdraw my hand.
All right.
I'm not just gonna leave it in there. But I'm good.
All right. Wrath is surprised. Lilith is surprised. DM4 is both the dead. We're out of initiative.
Oh, hey, good.
Nice.
How initiative really went? Everybody else is going about their normal business. Hans and Atus notice some movement, shoot it, and tase it.
Hey, why did you just tase that body there?
Something inside was moving. I decided to render it inert.
Freaky.
Yeah. And then I cut it open because I want to see what the fuck that was, and I have a dagger with me.
All right. So as you slice the belly of this creature open, kind of
I
burst.
thought it smelled bad on the outside.
I was gonna let Han say that one.
You see
I know, right? It would have been.
You see rotted intestines and livers and internal organs, along with what appear to be 2 giant centipedes interlaced with its organs.
Oh. Giant bugs. Lovely.
You didn't say it right anyway.
I honestly expected that thing to animate right before our eyes.
Yeah.
But not this way.
It's not Sekiro.
You guys aren't on the Dark Souls floor.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all set. I will pick up the orb. Does anything horrible happen to me?
No, nothing horrible happens to you.
All right.
It feels magic though.
Does it have any distinguishing features? Like a pupil or something?
Hold on.
It was described as
No,
translucent.
but it is a small sphere of thick glass weighing about a pound.
What color is it?
Transparent glass.
Oh, transparent. Okay.
Okay. Well, I have no idea what it does. Well, I give the hammer back to Mackerel, And I think for a moment, and then I also hand him the orb and be like, "Well, we're on our way to completing a croquet set."
Okay. I'll hold on to it. Does it weigh anything?
Weighs 1 pound.
All right.
Swear to God, guys, learn how to identify.
Oh, I know how to identify. I just don't know how to afford to be able to identify.
The session going up and getting that shit, that would be very helpful.
So
It's not.
here's how I picture our Warhammer and glass orb.
Yeah.
Tis now canon. It should also be noted that you guys know of 2 marketplaces where you can acquire stuff. Waterdeep and also Skullport.
Goblins.
The goblins
They're
were
all dead.
I'm sure there were some adventurers that shot first and asked questions later when they saw goblins. Unfortunate.
I start going like this.
Ooh.
All right. Well, I guess we move south into the rest of the room then.
Oh,
All
the
right.
things.
Yeah. You killed the giant centipedes. He even gutted the corpse and found out they were giant centipedes.
Ah, damn.
All right, yeah. So you guys travel past the foyer into the temple-like room. See, as was previously described.
Okay. I'd like to take a closer look at this black statue. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Check. Hello? Mic check.
We
Weird.
hear you.
All right. I lost Discord there for a while. So last I remember, as I was saying, I was going into the room.
Oh, you cut out under.
Okay. Last I remember, I was saying I was going into the room.
Yep, you guys are currently in there. Nothing important has actually been done since saying.
Okay.
Just some clarification about like what are the statues.
Oh, I figured out what it
petrified
was. Okay. Oh, oops. Okay. Well, I figured out why that happened. Sorry, guys.
Oh, what happened?
I left my VPN to work connected.
Ooh.
and it just kicked me out. So my routing table got all fucked up for a while. I forgot I had that connected. Oh well. All right. Yeah. So I'd like to, I said I'd also I'd like to take a closer look at that blackened statue.
Ah, yes, the blackened statue. Okay.
Yeah.
Walk up to the blackened statue.
What does it look like? I'm sorry, I forget what you said the shape of it was.
It looks like a paladin or a knight, holding onto a blade that's pointed down, kind of like across his chest.
Any visible holy symbols or markings of such?
Not that you can make out from the sheen, the black sheen that's on it. It looks to be a smooth black.
Are the other statues all black as well, like the broken ones?
No, they look like they're made of marble.
Okay.
White marble, not black.
It's so weird that Aaron got caught in this. What the hell is up with that thing? What was it doing?
What was what?
A carrion crawler apparently got petrified as well.
Maybe they were fighting the carrion crawler, and then whatever petrified them jumped out at them.
I'm assuming they were fighting the basilisk, and the basilisk froze everything in the room and then died of its wounds.
Wait, is that what that was?
Up at the front? Yeah, that was basilisk.
Oh, I don't know what a basilisk looks like in this game.
That's what it looks like.
Ah.
Does that thing petrify creatures?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Oh. I thought it was the black thing that did that.
No, the basilisk.
The
is
black
what-
thing's kind of weird. I have no idea what's up with the black thing.
Yeah. I've only got Harry Potter basilisks in my head.
No, Pete, you're not in the Chamber of Secrets.
Well, in the Harry Potter basilisk, the basilisk was a snake. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's wrong because a
Yeah.
basilisk is a lizard, not a snake.
Well, I didn't know that.
I mean, did you know that according to like if you go real far back into Hittite mythology, we're talking like Bronze Age, Eastern Mediterranean. A dragon was literally a winged serpent that breathed fire. It had no limbs. It was literally a snake with wings.
Yeah, we ended up having to make a new classification for that in modern parlance because of that.
Yeah, that'd be called a wyvern, I think,
Mm-hmm.
with no legs.
Yeah, so there were goblins, there was a carrion crawler.
A second, let me look back at it again. Human male, male half orc, female elf, 2 male halflings. They look like adventurers.
Oh, okay.
Then 2 kobolds, 3 goblins, and a carrion crawler.
Oh, so this thing just wandered up in, and then while they were fighting, they all caught the oof with the glare.
Their fight woke it up. It was grumpy, and it's like yeah, fuck you guys, just petrified all of them.
Holy shit. But what's up with that black thing? Is that like some protection from a holy warrior or something?
Is it magical?
Unholy warrior?
Is it magical?
So Zalera. If Zalera, Sleuth, you here? Sleuth? Rip? Well, I can do it with 10 minutes.
Okay.
What are we trying to do?
Detect magic.
If the black substance is magical or not.
All right. So yeah, you said you're taking the 10 minutes to ritual cast.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you ritual casted, and you are detecting abjuration. Actually, no, hold on. Let me double check the effect. Abjuration doesn't quite. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's abjuration.
Yeah, that's abjuration magic. Something is protecting that knight, I guess.
All right. I'll take my dagger and try to like scrape a little bit, like along it a little bit, like on the shin, to see if if it like flakes off, if it's like a material that we might be able to harvest from this, or if it's like a magic force field, something.
All right. Yeah. The second I have to see how that affects it. You're just running a dagger across the surface?
Yeah. Because if it's like a coating, I want to see if I can like scrape some of it off.
All right. So as the dagger comes in contact with the black sheen, it separates from the statue and like falls forward onto you. Give me a deck save.
So what exactly is falling on him?
Apparently the coating just fell apart and like fell on me.
Oh.
Yes, the coating is in a single chunk falling off upon it.
18.
All right, and 18 passes. You're able to get out of the way. And roll initiative. As this black shimmering material animates
Oh
into
fuck!
like a
Wait, why
blob.
did I roll twice? What the hell?
Are we fighting like Zalgom Knight now? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, use the 5, whoever's going to do it. I didn't mean to roll twice.
Are you fighting a what?
Go Knight? Like, is there like a secondary knight? What is this?
No. I mean a literal pile of black, like, for lack of a better word, ooze is currently animated in front of you.
Oh. What does the statue look like underneath?
It looks like a white marble statue of a knight in the same shape described.
Nah. That thing is terrible initiative.
Yeah, that's the initiative order.
Han, it is your turn. You strike it twice with whatever weapon it is that you're using.
If you're saying anything, mister, we are not hearing you.
I haven't said nothing yet.
Okay. Just making sure, because I also had network issues.
So what are you hitting it with?
Pepper's
Okay.
blast.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Okay. Black
All right.
ooze. Fuck.
The good news is you're faster than it.
I stab it with my dagger.
Oh my god, Adis, why didn't you run? What?
I got time for that.
Run, you fool. Oh,
Okay.
Does a 21 hit it?
A
damn
21
it.
hits it.
That is 6 piercing damage.
All right. That is 8 acid damage.
Yeah. And then
Also, your dagger takes a -1 penalty to its damage roll.
uh-huh. Yeah. That dagger does. I have 2. Okay. Well, I am then going to back up 30 feet.
All right. That will provoke an attack of opportunity from this creature.
Yes, it will.
Oh my
Does a
god.
26 hit
Thunder!
you?
Yes.
What have you done, dude?
Did
Yeah.
we take longer than an hour break? Or
We took
we
a
did
1
an
hour
hour.
break to take a short rest, which is why I'm not dead.
I'll never understand why you didn't disengage and fuck off immediately.
Because I can probably take a hit from it. 1.
A hit and then get
Also-
absorbed by it.
So the first 2d6 plus 4 from this is bludgeoning, the rest is acid.
Okay.
Damn it!
I'm unconscious.
And in addition, any non-magical armor that you're worn is partly dissolved and takes a -1 penalty to armor class.
I
if
don't
you
wear
have any
armor.
Okay. There's just a hole in your clothes.
I wear clothes.
You know, I want to point this out that Gilbert has killed somebody in every single game we've played.
Aiden
Well,
could have
he's not dead
disengaged
yet.
and ran away. I can't.
Under kills people too.
Yeah, but Under doesn't kill someone every session.
Not for lack of trying.
Oh, I'm sure he tries.
Hey, it's fine. All right, I'm unconscious. He hit me.
I just populate the dungeon, guys. Your guy's the one who touched stuff. All right. Next up is Lily.
Looking for some hokey pokey magic to unfuck the situation. I don't have one.
If you stand me up and I survive the next round, I have a plan that won't make this much worse.
Here's the thing. I need to touch you to heal you. You're inside it. I'm not going
I'm not
inside
inside it. It whacked me with a
Inside it?
pseudopod.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just gave him the cell poke. He's not inside of it. This is a black
away
pudding, not
is
a
Hades
gelatinous
from me?
cube.
How far away is Hades from me?
10 feet. Honestly, not even. Probably more like 5.
Well,
Can't you send one of your skeletons to go pull him out?
He's not inside of anything. He just got
I
whacked.
know, but it's going to
Okay.
trigger an opportunity
I
attack.
don't know why I thought this was an ooze. Like an ooze. I was filled with suspense thinking about that. Well, yeah, spooky, scary skeleton, disposable one will drag Adis to me, going 10 feet there, and then using 20 feet dragging Adis to me.
Okay.
That will provoke. Wait, will it?
You won't know until you try.
I do the thing. The skeleton does the thing.
The skeleton succeeds in the thing.
Pretty good.
You're not sure if it's because you were out of range or if it had already used its reaction.
Don't know in character. I use an action to healer's kit.
Can't you only use that once a day?
No, it's once per short rest. I can do the stabilized 1 HP dream anytime.
Yeah.
Though.
All right, yeah. So you pull Atus 10 feet away from this creature.
I'll go and heal it for the standard healer's feat. That'll be 12 HP. And the other 2 bones will attack.
What, you gave me 12 HP? Holy shit.
Well,
No,
what
I
are
did
they
it
attacking
for
with?
protest, but I had to do
Make how are these things
like
attacking?
crossbows. Like crossbows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just as a heads up, the ammunition is lost from that.
Yeah. Oh no, I forgot the 2. I think those hit.
Hit.
Do 14 piercing total. Could I drag Adis away from this thing? I know I got him up, but I want to
I'm good.
get. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. You guys fall back, I got you covered.
You should probably try to not get killed, though.
Oh, that would be great. But it's going to follow us.
Well, let it follow us. We're probably faster than it. I don't want you dying for this stupid thing. And I fuck off 20 feet back. Along with the other 2 bones that didn't move. That's it for me.
All right. Mackerel.
All right. Who's the closest person to it? Is it still Adis or?
Atus and Lily are now among the farthest. The closest ones to it would be, honestly, you and Wrath.
How far away are we?
You are 10 feet. Wrath is in proximity.
What kind of proximity? Like 5 feet?
I'm sorry. 5 feet proximity. My apologies.
Okay. Is there a location where I can place a... Oh shit, how big is it? 20-foot radius sphere that doesn't hit allies, but hits the thing?
Does it require you to see your point of impact?
I believe so. Yes. Although, wait, no. No, it doesn't.
Then yes.
Alright. Fireball, deck save.
Oh, that blows up on a surface.
Okay.
Like, you're... actually, no, let me double check that.
Can it be there?
Are you able to blow up a fireball, like, inside of a wall?
I'm reading the spell. It just says a bright streak flashes from your finger, yada yada yada, to a point you choose within range.
Which then explodes going around corners. So the problem is if you choose a point you can't, that's inside of a wall, it basically has no effect in here.
There's a 60-foot ceiling, right?
Yeah, is there a place up on the wall that I can do it to?
Yeah. If you like target near the head of the statue,
airburst. That's the trick for fireballs. Airburst.
Then I will do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can airburst with it.
Yeah, there's nothing to help you hit AoEs like everything you fight being taller than you.
It's true.
Oh yeah, so it's a deck save.
All right, dexterity saving throw, because this thing is just the best on that.
Yeah, I noticed it had like a -3 to init. Yeah, where is that? It seems slow.
Indeed.
Whatever.
I may have used the wrong stat block after I buffed it a little bit. Not that it's much of a difference. when I buffed the creature, it increased its dex by a single modifier. I believe 10 fails, yes?
Yeah, that does.
Alright. Deliver upon it the damage.
All right. Wait, I gotta see something here. Got my spell sheet. All right. And then I'm going to fuck off 30 feet directly away from this thing.
Alright.
And bonus action Bardic Inspiration to Atis.
Ho, ho, ho.
And that will be my turn.
So, guys, we're in pretty much retreat mode. Should I make the ground in front of him difficult terrain?
No, you really don't need to. It's less we're running away and more like it's so fucking slow we can just kite it.
Okay. Then I'll just do Flaming Sphere, like, just on it.
That was a good idea.
So it needs to make a dex DC 16.
Alright.
And then I back up.
Alright. This thing's turn. It shuffles 20 feet towards you guys. And ends its turn.
Cool.
Han,
My turn. Yay! 22 more points of force damage. And I back up a little bit.
alright. Atos,
How far away am I from it?
30 feet.
Oh, good. I'm gonna shoot it with Ray of Frost.
Alright.
Atis, what are you attacking it with?
Ray of Frost.
Or, sorry, Atis, I meant Han.
Ah.
Etheridge Blast.
Oh, right, yeah, you're doing the same thing.
So, is there any point to me rolling cold damage?
There is not.
All right. It would still be affected, however, by the minus 10
Yes, it would.
10-foot speed penalty.
Indeed.
Yeah. Like I said, we can basically kite this thing forever at this point. And then, as an item interaction, I'd like to pull out and light a torch.
What are you planning here?
Interesting.
Well, it's not my turn.
Alright.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're able to do so.
Okay. I'm done.
Alright. Lily.
How close is the closest spooky, scary skeleton to the bad thing?
25 feet.
Okay, and I'm 5 feet further back than it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have everyone back up away, and we're all going to fire on this thing.
Alright.
I'll start with the fire bolts. But I assume that hits. But is it immune?
What are you hitting it with?
Firebolts.
That works.
Oh, nice. And then the bone zone. Wow.
Hit.
Wow, times 2. Not some dog shit damage, but it'll do. That expends my turn.
All right. Yeah, this thing is not looking great at all. Mackerel.
All right. It's not bloodied yet, is it?
It looks kind of bloodied.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep blasting it. Although I guess I haven't blasted it yet. Do those hit?
2 hits. The number to beat is 8.
Oh, then I don't even have to roll. I'll sign that one.
I mean, honestly, you don't even have friends in the way at that point, so...
Well, I still miss if I net one, though.
Oh, I know. All right, 13.
Who was that?
Spectre, I think.
Is he taking a... I guess he's taking a bit of a break.
And,
Oh.
yeah, I'll back up another 30 feet.
All right.
And that'll be it.
I'm just kind of assuming you guys are backing around each one going down the west corridor and another down the west. That way you guys aren't blocking yourselves up.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Wrathguard.
Bonus action, ram the flaming sphere into it.
Okay.
So another dex save.
Wait, did you use that before its last turn?
What? I used the flaming sphere last turn.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I think you missed the end of turn damage on that.
But like the flaming sphere was on it and then it moved 20 feet away.
Oh yeah, that's right, it moved. Yeah.
And then my action is to produce flame and then throw it.
All right. Hit.
And then backing up, of course. And that's it.
All right. The pudding's turn. It moves forward 20 feet and cannot reach you.
Didn't it get frozen?
10 feet. It still cannot reach you. Han.
I'm gonna shoot it again. Ain't that some shit?
20.
Magical force damage.
Are you getting a third Eldritch Blast in there?
Crit.
He crit.
Oh, he crit. Right.
And that kills it.
Nice.
Hey,
All right.
It could
I
have been
said-
a lot worse.
guess I don't need this torch after all.
What are you going to do with that?
If necessary, poke it. It's literally the only thing I could do that would seriously hurt it.
No.
Yeah, he has a lot of lightning damage and
And
black.
cold. I have lightning and
Oh,
cold.
yeah.
Oh,
Black
you get
puddings are literally immune to
countered.
both.
Oh shit.
Well, here's the thing. I also have Chromatic Orb, which would be a hard counter against it, except I'm out of spell slots. So I have no
Oh, yeah.
Chromatic Orb to use.
Yeah, hey, just let me see your dagger. I'll try and mending it.
Okay.
Yeah, I do
There
that.
is nothing there is nothing there to mend,
Oh, it's just gone?
pretty much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your dagger is trashed.
Eh.
I asked to see the dagger, and he hands me a hilt.
Yes. I
Yeah,
basically
okay.
just kind of tossed the dagger into the remains of the black pudding, like, hey, you can have it. I have another one.
All right.
It's a little terrifying.
Mild increased black pudding.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, it is getting kind of late.
Yep. This is where I was planning to call it.
All right.
And then the night animates.
Right? I begin rolling around in front of it furiously.
All right.
Remember to hold your torch in your left hand and, like, rapidly swing it back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I am
see,
so
bonus
glad that thing was
XP
like an
from all the
ooze.
exploration.
I step towards the remains of the black pudding and point one
Black
finger at the
pudding.
ground.
Ah, yes. The classic sign of disrespect.
The point down.
God. The second I heard you, like, get hit like a truck, no lie, I thought you were inside it, and I was like, oh my fucking god. Oh shit. Here we go again.
No, I knew what I was doing. I was just hoping it would miss. You know, I had like 45. It only had like a 55% chance to hit me.
Yeah.
I'll take those odds.
You gain 139 XP.
Right. But hey, that's enough to level up.
908 X.
Hey, spell
It
slots.
sure is.
And
Yeah.
spells.
Level
Ooh.
spell.
Hooray!
Now, as for the unfounded rumors that I'm out to kill you guys,